Oh, what's going on, folks? I think we're live. I think we're here. I think we're ready to go. What's going on? Here we are. We are live. What's going on, Christy? Kyle, good to see you again. Babu, what's going on? In memory of Troy Stetcher. What's going on, Ryan? Yo, what's going on, Sonic? Yeah, it has been a while, eh? It has been a while. Ceslin, good to see you again. Duolingo, does anyone know who has tried? Let me know what kokanee beer can be compared to. It's on sale. Ooh, I don't know, actually. I don't drink kokanee. Hey, what's going on, Borealis? CNG, what's going on? Nah, you're good. Don't worry about it. Night bottle will get you next time, though, for the spam. What's going on, Steven? What's going on, Ash? Good to see you again. I left the retirement home, yeah. Didn't know Clark Kent was an Oilers fan. There we go. I like it. What's going on, McKean? I see you. I see you. Zane, what's going on? Bon, how are you? Visual Cortex, how are you? Been playing Dead by Daylight recently and been looks at the carnage. Nice to survivors. Uh-oh. Hyman is back. Love to see that. Edmonton Oilers' biggest fan. Okay. Savoie 8-point night. Yes, we got a live stream today, folks. We got a live stream today. Now I don't have the proper colors for the teams for the scoreboard because I did not renew my my little subscription to keep the score. So because I didn't know how often I'd be doing live streams the rest of the way. Yeah, that's why the score bug is not colored right now because I did not. Well, I'm currently not paying for the premium board. That is why. Yeah, it doesn't show Mr. NHL. It shows Edmonton Oilers' biggest fan. Hey, what's going on, Will? I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I do my best. Lately, I've been mixing in. I mean, it has been negative, but I'm trying to mix in some fun as well with that little skit that I did yesterday. Nurse gets the first goal. I would love that. Dead fish. We miss Kitty's chat, and the lives. I know. I actually don't have the cat cam set up right now. I don't have it set up. Hope Dark Stew shows up tonight. Oh my God, the team needs Dark Stew to show up, or this game could be over after the first period if Dark Stew doesn't show up. Savoie or Hyman for the first goal. Love it. I appreciate it, Ash. I don't know who Juvie is. Considering I was removed from the Carnage by my PlayStation Plus expiring, but I renewed it. Now I'm back. Hey, love to see that. Yo, Mrs. Carly, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Do a great job of adding in the positives, keeping things light. I try and mix in at least a good amount of jokes with the negativity. I try not to keep things negative for too long. You know, I'll have my nights where I'm negative, but then I usually try and get the wheels back on the rails, right? Friendly Nugs fan, please don't kill me. Joining in, please be Carolina to avenge us. Hey, appreciate it, Ryan. Of course, I will. All fans are welcome. I was in Vancouver at the end of October. Beautiful city, amazing people. Got nothing but good things to say about all of you. Hunks broke, yeah, no kidding. GTA 6 delayed to November 19th, 2026. I have a feeling it's going to be delayed even further than that. Sounds like me rooting for the Bolts tonight. Hey, what's going on, Cube? I'm sorry. It's been a while, Babu. I'm sorry. I got to do 5,250 frames of 2D animation. I'm halfway through. Well, there you go. That's almost... Well, if it's a 60 FPS animation, it was about 8.5 minutes. Actually, I don't know. I did the math wrong. Don't give them ideas. Quick timing without reading the questionnaire. I love it. I'm predicting Sportsnet crashes this game. Okay. Well, I didn't know you were FC because YouTube has like everyone's ats now. It's like a totally different look right now with the YouTube chat. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it looks like this. Yeah, rip the victory chain, folks. We still have it, but there's no Oilers logo on it. The logo is behind me. Poor victory chain. It's busted. Who can the Oilers replace Picard with? I have no idea. I don't know who's on the market. Hey, what's going on, Coolistic? Good to see you again. I missed you too. Missed you too. I missed everyone. I'm glad to see that that the stream is already off to a really good start. I did miss everyone. I really did want to do more live streams this season. Just sometimes life gets in the way, you know. Sometimes you got to focus on life. But we are back, so. Hey, what's going on, Fleecy? Good to see you again. I think with Hyman back, our lines are set better. Nice to see Breadman on the third where he should be. Yo, Mangiapane is minus 15 in his last 15 games. Mangiapane has been very, very bad. Hopefully on the third line now, he can start cooking. Hopefully he can start cooking down there because he was not cooking in that top six. No, it's all good. That chain is the lose. Well, I mean, they did win. They did win a game when the chain had busted, so we need to support you. I'll recommend a local. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ash. You're very kind. Thank you. Might need a dark stew replacement. As soon as I'm able to, I will definitely be replacing the victory chain with a new one. When Nuge comes back, 3C, I agree. If you can have McDavid, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins all centering their own lines when Nugent Hopkins is back, that is like perfect. When we hit 8.1K subs, can you try solving a Rubik's Cube, please? I could try. I don't have a Rubik's Cube on me. I could learn how to solve one, though. That'd be kind of fun. Justice for Tomaszek. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Good to be able to join at a reasonable time. Hey, there you go. Midnight, 6 p.m. or a.m., I guess, in Scotland. What's going on, Gordon? Good to see you. Savoie 3-point game incoming. Let's go. Hey, everyone that's tuning in right now, make sure you smash that like button, all right? Make sure you smash the like button on the live stream. We want this live stream to be the best one of the entire season. And I'm going to do my best to make sure it's the best one of the season, too, for all of you. A 50 by 50 Rubik's Cube. You're just going to give me that? I don't think I'm ever going to solve it. Oh, poor Jack Campbell. I hope Jack Campbell's doing okay. They need to get Lazar and put Cheeks clapping in. Yeah, Cheeks clapping in does have to get back soon. What's going on, Milanic? What's up? I'll be watching tonight and hope the Oilers win. Just got an MRI of my knee and hoping for the best. Hey, wishing you all the best. Wishing you all the best. Yo, what's going on, Reese? It has been a while. Good to see you again. How are you? What Sportsnet is this on? I don't know. I'm on Sportsnet Plus, and then I just picked the Oilers game. Sportsnet West, probably. Did I see Stetcher got claimed by the Leafs? I did. I did see that. I wish all the best to Troy Stetcher. He's a warrior. He's a heart and soul player. Toronto obviously needs some help on the back end too, so... Yo, Nimble with the 1999 in Super Chat. Fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go, Oilers. Yo, Nimble, thank you so much for the 1999 in the Super Chat. That is unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. W's, man. W's. That's incredible. Thank you so much. He made Nurse a better player. I think they made each other worse, actually. That's how we lost against Columbus. And you were, well, no, because the Oilers, the victory chain had been broken and they had won. They beat Philly, right? So it's not the chain. We know the chain is not the reason why the team lost to Columbus. It was already broken against Philly. I can finally pay 1/100th of my credit card debt. You don't even want to know what my credit card debt is right now. It is not good. But yeah, thank you so much, Nimble. Truly appreciate that. Terry Fox, absolute legend. I hope all the kids in Canada still do Terry Fox runs or Terry Fox, whether you run or walk in school. I hope they still have that. Hey, what's going on, Stealth? Recent subscriber, love the videos. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot of new subscribers. So if you are new to the channel, welcome in. Cannot do any of this without your support. You've all been amazing. So thank you so much. I do remember that. I do remember that. I'm new to your channel from the first Columbus game. Wish I found you before on YouTube. Well, you found me now, so it's all good. Also, the chat does move quickly. If I do miss a comment, by the way, I do apologize. I do try and read every single comment that I can. If I happen to miss one, I do apologize. I promise I'm not ignoring anyone on purpose. Hey, what's going on, Danny? How are you? They still do the Terry Fox runs in school? Okay, good. That makes me happy. What's going on, Quady? How are you? I'm going to crash out. What? We can't be crashing out. The game hasn't even started yet. Hey, what's going on, Immersion? Good to see you. What are the game munchies tonight? I don't have any munchies. I ate before the game. I just had some Ichiban noodles and a Diet Coke. That was my pregame meal. And I had an Alani earlier in the day for some energy. What about for all of you? What are all of your pregame or game munchies, I should say? Hyman is, at minimum, going to inject energy into the lineup. Whether he's able to score and produce like he has in the past, we're not sure yet. I'm going to give Hyman about 5 to 6 games to really get his game figured out here because he did not get a training camp, a proper training camp, did not get a preseason. So the first 5-6 games for Zach Hyman, if he doesn't produce, I'm not going to be too concerned. Oh, you got a treat. That's nice, Zane. Alani's bad for me? What? What's my favorite flavor of Alani? Right now, I really like the Hawaiian one. The Hawaiian shaved ice, I think is what it's called. I'm looking forward to trying the Christmas one. There's a store nearby that's going to be getting the Christmas one soon. I'm excited to try it. Pea soup, hard bread with cheese, real sweet. Hey, I like that. That sounds tasty. Pea soup's good. Pea soup is underrated, folks. Skinner save percentage prediction, 900 even. Supporting your channel and the Oilers from Chile. I'll be back in Kelowna soon. Hey, that's exciting. Just on holiday, visiting family. Austin looks like the type of guy to stand in line to get the bear cups from Starbucks. I don't know what that is. I haven't had Starbucks in weeks. Weeks! My pregame meal, Popeyes chicken. I haven't had Popeyes in probably like 2 years. I do like Popeyes, though. I like biscuits. I like their biscuits and gravy. I could just order 6 biscuits, a couple things of gravy, dip them. That is that's pretty good for me. Do I think Bud Colson is a top 6 forward? He doesn't produce like a top 6 forward, but he complements Leon Draisaitl so well that I think you should keep him up there. Yeah, he is up and down. That is right, Hockey Night. Wearing a blue hat. There you go. Did I ever try the chicken? Oh, yeah, I've had Popeye's chicken, like the actual chicken, I should say. It's good. Not my favorite. My favorite fried chicken ever is a place called Dixie Lee. It's like an Eastern Canadian chicken place. They tried to bring them out west here, but they don't. A lot of them have closed down. Remember the pod Leon Cap line? Oh, don't you worry. I do remember that line. What's going on, Eric? What do you think of me getting the new alternate McDavid jersey for Christmas? I think that would be an amazing Christmas present. I think that would be amazing. No, Dixie Lee. Dixie. Dixie. Like Dixie Alley in the United States. Southern? This is like a Southern thing. Who do you think would be better for Draisaitl, Mangiapane, or Podkolzin? Podkolzin for sure. Mary Brown's is good. I do like Mary Brown's a lot. Avril Lavigne suddenly becoming my second favorite singer. Just love her song so much. I love Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne is great. I don't know if she has any new music, but my sisters listened to her a lot when we were younger. Avril Lavigne is something that was in my household a lot when I was growing up. Mangiapane started off good, but yeah, he's really struggled the last few weeks. You hit 400 subs. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Mr. NHL. Love that. Love that. Congrats. Yes, the anthems are happening. I guess I should have my hat off. My apologies. My apologies for that. I didn't have the audio on, so I didn't realize. I've been paying attention to the chat. Should I get lobster tail or crab tonight? Lobster tail. Lobster tail. I love lobster, man. Seafood, 10 out of 10. Lobster tail. Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous. Austin hair reveal. Receding hairline reveal. Oh my goodness. Hey, just wait until I start going gray. Right, I'm 32 now. The gray and white silver hairs, they're going to be coming in soon. Game started 20 minutes ago, but Leon keeps getting thrown out of the face-off dot. Over under on how many times Leon is thrown out of the face-off dot tonight. Hey, what's up, Justin? Welcome back to the lives. I'm so excited to watch along again. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm excited to be back. 5 plus 10, 5.5. I think 5.5 is the number. I'm going to go over 5.5. Wear dreads. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. Being an everyday Oilers fan recedes hairlines. That's true. I'm surprised I even still have as much hair as I do. Where's the Oilers cap? I had the hat off for the anthem there. All right, folks. Game is about to start. I'm going to do my best for commentary. Now, remember, you at home, you usually see the goals before I do. So if I do not react to a goal, but you've already seen it, try and refrain from celebrating in the chat until I have acknowledged it. But at the end of the day, I can't stop anyone. If you see the goal and you want to react, go for it. I do hide the chat during gameplay just so that I don't get spoiled. Go more ginger, hide the gray. All right. We are back. Hyman's back. Roslovic line is out for Edmonton. You have Podkolzin, Roslovic, and Draisaitl starting for the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers looking for a big win here. Off the face-off, Draisaitl didn't get kicked out. Can you imagine that? Puck is going to be sent down to the Oilers zone. Ekholm's going to try and come up with it behind the Oilers goal, around the half wall. Takes a weird bounce in front. Draisaitl on his backhand with a terrible giveaway. Here's a shot towards the goal, and Stuart Skinner already has to make a save. Bad giveaway from Draisaitl, but the Oilers on transition, and here's Roslovic, breakaway! Missed the net! What on earth? Oh, jeez. Roslovic with the breakaway, and he missed the net. That's unfortunate. That was a good look for Jack Roslovic. Kind of a chaotic first shift for the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are going to reset in their own zone. Top line out for Edmonton. Here's Savoie. He'll play it up to McDavid in the middle of the ice. Out there with Zach Hyman. Here's McDavid with speed. Left circle shoots, and that's stopped by Anderson. Rebound in the blue paint, and he's going to hang on to that. Connor McDavid shot out of a cannon. Zach Hyman looking for the rebound in front as we have the first whistle of the period. They're just showing the turnover from earlier in the period. The first shift where Draisaitl gave it up, but then he sprung Roslovic on the breakaway, and Roslovic ended up missing the net. So 19:10 to play here in the first. Face-off in the Carolina zone. It's going to be won by the Hurricanes. Up the right side of the ice here. Hurricanes overskated by Svechnikov. Savoie into the middle, loses it. Carolina, they'll send it in deep. Darnell Nurse is going to get chased by Aho. Nurse around the half wall. McDavid through the middle of the ice. Can't quite find Savoie as Carolina chips it in. Once again, putting pressure on Wallman. Wallman around the boards into the neutral zone. That's going to be deflected into the Carolina Hurricane zone behind the net. Anderson pressured by McDavid. Savoie can't keep the play alive, and it comes out to Darnell Nurse, and he'll play that back to Regula. And here's a giveaway by Frederick. Hurricanes walk in with a shot. Good save by Stuart Skinner. Jeez. Carolina had a great look. And another bad turnover. Stuart Skinner has made 2 big saves already. In the neutral zone now, puck is going to be sent back into the Oilers zone. Behind the net, Regula plays it to Mangiapane. Mangiapane is a -15 in his last 15 games. So Mangiapane's going to have to figure this out. Oh, man, here's a steal. Here come the Hurricanes. Jackson Blake walks in. Good play by Regula to box him out. Here comes Mangiapane. He'll send the puck into the Carolina zone. Mangiapane can't come up with it. Anderson plays it into an area. It's going to be played up the right boards by Taylor Hall through the middle. Man, the Oilers, their giveaways. The giveaways right now from Edmonton. It hasn't bit them in the ass yet, but it will. Here comes Noah Philp now. He dipsy doodles through the neutral zone. Philp with a shot. Easy save for Anderson. Evan Bouchard gives it to Ekholm with a one-timer, and that goes wide of the goal. Kept alive now by Janmark. Janmark's going to walk in, right circle, centers it out in front, and that goes just wide of the goal. And here's a play in front again, and Lazar looking for the rebound. Here's Curtis Lazar for Edmonton. Good pace for both clubs. Both teams getting a couple chances here. Ekholm's going to reset it in his own zone. Oh, I appreciate that 2 cents. Here's Draisaitl with another giveaway. How many giveaways are the Oilers going to have? Carolina keeps the play alive. Draisaitl, another giveaway for Leon. That is 3 giveaways for Leon Draisaitl in about 50 seconds of ice time. Leon has got to figure this out, man. What are we doing here? Puck is going to come around the boards. It's going to be sent in by the Hurricanes. Wallman, he'll try and chip it forward. Here's Darnell Nurse. He'll skate it forward. Nurse. He'll play it deep on Anderson. And here's Rozovic. Walks in and he scores. Jack Rozovic makes it 1-0 Edmonton. I don't know what Frederik Andersen was doing. Rozovic, the puck is sent in on Anderson. Anderson just plays it in front of him. And Rozovic, he on the breakaway. That's his second breakaway of the period. And he makes no mistake on this one. Nice job by Nurse. He threw the puck down the ice. Set play onto Anderson, off of Anderson's stick, and then it gets played in front. I don't know what the heck Anderson was doing there. Why did Anderson do that? Why did Frederik Andersen do that? It's 1-0 Edmonton. Jack Rozovic gives the Oilers an early lead here. Rozovic continues to stay hot for the Oilers. Oh, don't worry. I think we've seen Stu make his share of goofs. It's nice to be on the other side of a goalie goof for once. My goodness. Oh, there you go, Withers. It's all good. Yeah, no, all of you are going to be ahead of me here. And here's McDavid now. The Oilers resetting. All right, Oilers have the lead. The Oilers have come to play too. I like Edmonton's pace. They've had a lot of giveaways, but I do like that the Oilers are playing with pace. This is their 4th game in 6 nights. I was worried about, oh man, and here's Savoie on transition to Hyman. Hyman towards the goal, gets a weak shot off. Savoie centers it out in front to McDavid. And Carolina is struggling to get it out. Oh, Gostisbehere loses it. Here's Hyman, walks in. Savoie goes down. Hyman centers it to McDavid. And that goes through his legs. Here's McDavid now. He's going to get checked to the ice. And here's Jarvis. He'll skate it forward, but the Oilers are going to get a power play here. 1-0 Oilers, and they're going to get a power play. Power play for Edmonton. They have an opportunity to build a lead here. I don't know if it was the trip on Savoie. I don't know if it was the hit on McDavid, but all right, let's get that PP up, folks. Get that PP up. The Oilers need a big PP here. And I don't know what the penalty is. They're showing Hyman for some reason. I don't know what's Sportsnet's replays are horrible, man. All right. 2-minute penalty to Svechnikov. Off the face-off, it's one to McDavid. Plays it back to Evan Bouchard. He'll give it to Rozovic. McDavid now to Draisaitl, and that one-timer goes high and over the net. Zach Hyman battles for it. McDavid behind the net, trying to come up with it, and that'll be sent all the way down the ice. Here's Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. Edmonton resets in their own zone. 1:34 left on the power play. Here comes Roslovic. He'll chip it forward, loses it. Cut off by Bouchard. Bouchard waits for another reset in the neutral zone. Evan Bouchard for Edmonton. Drops it back. Connor McDavid skates it forward. Trying to cut through a few bodies, and Carolina, they'll just send that all the way down the ice once again. Here's Bouchard now to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl skates it into the Hurricanes' end. Draisaitl loses it. Carolina plays it forward, and Sebastian Aho might have a jump here. McDavid's going to cut him off. Oh, and Aho takes it. Here's Aho, walks in on the backhand, and a good save by Stuart Skinner. And now here's a shot from the blue line, and that goes wide of the net. The Oilers have given up the best chance on their own power play. And here's McDavid sticking his arm. There's going to be no call. Centering pass in front. Comes across to Wallman. He'll give it to Roslovic. Here's McDavid for the Oilers to Draisaitl. 30 seconds left on the power play. Jake Wallman towards the goal. Deflected in front. McDavid plays it back to the half wall to Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl now for the Oilers. He'll give it to Roslovic with a shot that goes wide. Here's McDavid with the rebound, and he scores! 2-0 Edmonton on the power play. It's Connor McDavid. A power play goal, very aggressive for Edmonton, and they have an early 2-0 lead. What a shot by Connor McDavid. Bad angle. Roslovic's shot goes behind the net, bounces to McDavid, bottom of the left circle, and McDavid just roofs it over the shoulder of Anderson. What an absolute snipe. And that looked almost intentional by Roslovic. Roslovic looked like he did that on purpose. Zach Hyman, he was in front of the net. Roslovic's shot goes wide, and then McDavid with an absolute snipe, man. Holy smokes. And Roslovic has 2 points already. Roslovic has 2 points. 13:30 to play here in the period. I guess I can end this poll. End poll. So the Oilers have jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Did not expect this, but I am very happy about it. Here come the Hurricanes now. They're trying to get a goal back. The Oilers with an early 2-goal lead. Blake loses it. Mangiapane in the neutral zone. Mangiapane can't get the puck deep, and Carolina will bring it forward. Sent towards Pickard. Or Skinner, sorry, not Pickard. Regula plays it up the right boards. Oh, what a giveaway. Centered it out in front, and here's a shot by Ehlers, and that goes wide of the net. Trent Frederick for the Oilers now, trying to reset as Carolina is pressing to get a goal here. Here's Kulak now into the Carolina Hurricane zone. Blake. Across the ice, Ehlers to Stankoven. Comes to Lazar, and here comes Noah Philp for the Oilers. Philp into the middle. Evan Bouchard, he'll flip it in deep. Walker up the boards, kept alive by the Oilers for a moment, and there's going to be a whistle, and we're going to have our first commercial break. Oh my goodness gracious. What a start for the Oilers, huh? We love to see that. 2-0 Edmonton. Power play goal by McDavid. Breakaway goal from Roslovic. I did not bet any money. How are the Oilers doing? They're doing great. They're up 2-0 on the Hurricanes. Why is the score backwards? Yeah, Roslovic's been great. Fantastic start in this hockey game for Roslovic. He has 2 points already. Love to see that. Roslovic scored 3:47 in. If you take a look at the visualizer too, watch Darnell Nurse. He's going to shoot it onto Anderson, and Freddie Anderson, for some reason, plays it in front of him. Look at Anderson. Oh, here you go, Roslovic, and then Roslovic just puts it into the net. I don't understand. It's too funny, man. Too funny. I have no idea what Freddie Anderson was doing. Roslovic with his 6th of the season, and McDavid, don't look now, but he's up to 8 goals on the year. Puck came to Draisaitl. Roslovic, it looked like he missed it out on purpose. McDavid, bottom of the left circle, and he roofed it over the shoulder of Anderson. That makes it 2-0 Edmonton. Draisaitl, 9th assist of the season. Roslovic, 8th assist. Roslovic, 14 points on the year, man. 14 points on the year. Hey, what's going on, Gordon? How are you? What was my prediction? I'm going to tell you right now. It was 6-3 Hurricanes. So I'm already looking pretty dumb on that, eh? I'm already looking pretty dumb on that. I was going to say, smash the like button, folks. Smash the like button if you have not hit the like button yet. We want to try and hit 100 likes on this live stream today. 100 likes, folks. That's the goal. But if the Oilers can clean up the turnovers here, they've had a few in the first period, but Stuart Skinner's he's come up tall. Here's the puck sent in deep. Draisaitl with it to Wallman. Draisaitl back to Wallman. Wallman shot towards the goal. Anderson can't corral the rebound, and the Hurricanes are going to play it forward. Picked up into the neutral zone. Here's a shot by, I don't know who that was, Walker? Roslovic, though, good job on the back check. Takes that puck away. Puck sent in deep. Behind the Oilers' goal, here's Nurse against Martinook. Nurse up the half wall. Hurricanes, Miller with a shot from distance. Doesn't make it to the net. Here's Svechnikov. Svechnikov to the blue line. Shot towards the goal. Rebound in front. Stuart Skinner makes a save, maybe two. And he covers that one up as the Oilers hang on to a 2-0 lead. Carolina's going to be desperate and start pushing here. Syndrome from The Incredibles. What's going on, Colby? How's it going? Your live feed's like home, 50% of it. Hey, I appreciate that, Colby. I hope you're doing well, Colby. Defensive zone draw. Carolina's going to win it. Shot from the point. Doesn't make it to the goal. Savoie trying to play it forward, but Carolina keeps the play alive. Aho against Bouchard. Bouchard with Ekholm. McDavid skates it out of trouble. McDavid up the boards. Trying to find Savoie, who did have a step, but Savoie finds McDavid and he gives it to Zach Hyman. Hey, I appreciate it, Falk Rules. Thank you so much. Oilers top line going to work. Zach Hyman out there with McDavid and Savoie. Svechnikov. Savoie's got to be careful. He's getting his stick in the hands of Svechnikov. Svechnikov across the ice to Aho. Can't get the shot off. Down low to Seth Jarvis. Jarvis against Bouchard, and Ekholm's taken down hard. No call. Here comes Matthew Savoie, 3-on-2. Savoie trying to find McDavid. Trying to center it out in front to Hyman. 3 Oilers deep. Oilers are going to have to be careful here. Here's Seth Jarvis for the Hurricanes. Oh, man. Zach Hyman takes a hard hit on Jarvis. Jarvis steals, though, and then Hyman with another hit on Jarvis. Zach Hyman throwing his weight around already here. 2 good hits by Hyman, and that's going to be offside on the Hurricanes, I believe. So there is a whistle. Hey, what's going on, Carrie? Go Oil. ViewStat says that I'll hit 10K subs in 200 days. How about we hit it tonight? Just kidding. That wouldn't happen, but Zach Hyman's nose? I don't know what's going on there. He's checking for blood. Here's a play up the middle of the ice. Potential partial break for Janmark. Can't quite get separation from the Carolina defense. And here comes Ehlers. Ehlers makes a move on Regula into the middle, and Curtis Lazar will clear that away. This is not a good line matchup, I don't think. I don't like Ehlers out against Lazar, like, at all, personally. Oilers are going to send the puck in deep. Ekholm is 10-ply soft? What are you talking about, David? Ekholm's one of the toughest Oilers out there. Here's a shot towards the Carolina net. Doesn't make it. Noah Philp got away with a hook. Here's Trent Frederick now. Protects the puck. Sends it in deep. Trent Frederick to Mangiapane. Mangiapane to Frederick. Frederick now across the ice. Wallman with a shot. Rebound in front. Puck is in the crease area. Edmonton trying to come up with it. Here's Darnell Nurse with a slap shot. That goes way wide and out of the Carolina zone. Here's Adam Henrique now. Shot towards the goal. That's an easy save for Freddie Anderson as he hangs on to that. And I like Edmonton's pace here. I think they're playing really, really good. Looks like Zach Hyman. He's getting his nose looked at. Hyman did break his nose pretty recently, so hopefully he's okay. I think Hyman's going to be A-okay. Also, don't worry about Caden. Caden is a Canucks troll. Caden's always talking about the Canucks, so don't worry about Caden. I'm going to go park cars for history on tap tonight, my local historical site. Hey, that's it. That's exciting. That's exciting. Enjoy. Remember the Boosh bomb to the face, probably a bit sensitive, right? No kidding. No, you're good. You're good, Hybrid Hunter. I did not see that, actually. I did not see that. Exactly. I think Caden is a secret Oilers super fan. After the Oilers absolutely dominated his Vancouver Canucks in the playoffs a couple years ago. I support all other teams when the Canucks are losing. I like that, KN. It does, yeah. This feels like a completely different team the way the Oilers are playing, and they're showing the broken wrist by Hyman back in the Western Conference Final. There, that is an OG victory chain. The red on it flakes too much. That's why I don't wear it. It flakes too much. Here's Roslovic trying to get the puck in deep. That's going to be stopped up by the Hurricanes defense. Miller across the ice. Game 7 was at Greta YVR. Beauty of a game. Oh, man, I'm jealous. Wish I could have been there. Here come the Hurricanes now. On the forecheck, trying to cycle. Stopped by Nurse for him now, and that's a giveaway by Bud Colson. And the Hurricanes keep it in. Sent towards the net. Doesn't make it. Here's another shot towards the goal, and Stahl can't come up with it. Carolina will reset in the neutral zone. I don't think Hyman would have made a difference, personally. Honestly, like I think Florida was a super team. Plain and simple. The depth that Florida had. Caden's trolling. Don't get rage baited by Caden, folks. Caden might be a little upset that Vancouver is going to not be a playoff team again, which is unfortunate. I liked that playoff series. It was a lot of fun. Would love to see the Oilers beat them again, but that's fine. Here's Evan Bouchard up the half wall. Carolina trying to keep the play alive. They do. Here's Savoie. He loses the puck. Svechnikov against Bouchard. Bouchard throws Svechnikov down. Fans wanted a call. That's just a good physical play. Here's a shot towards the net. Here's another shot and 2 saves by Skinner. And Carolina's starting to get the pressure on. Here's a play by Svechnikov. He goes down, throws a bit of a slash towards Hyman. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Carolina's pushing for offense here. Bouchard trying to play it forward. Couple Hurricanes pressure. Shot on Stuart Skinner and another save. Bouchard now gives it to Savoie, and Savoie up the middle of the ice. Savoie for Edmonton. Leaves it for Hyman. That's okay, Gold. Oh, man, here's a giveaway. What is Janmark doing? One hand on his stick. Janmark, I don't know what Janmark was thinking there. D1 Austin Hockey Glazer. Thanks. What is that? Y'all are crazy. Here's Jackson Blake behind the Oilers' goal, being checked by Regula. Regula holds onto it on his backhand, being pressured by Blake. Puck into the middle, almost gave it away. Here comes Brett Kulak for the Oilers. Puck behind the Carolina Hurricanes goal. Riley, Mike Riley, that is, against Lazar. Here's Andrew Mangiapane trying to keep the cycle alive. Oh, centering pass. Lazar just missed the net. Here's Nurse now around the boards. Puck played forward. Mangiapane steals it before Carolina can get on transition. Puck will be sent in deep to Trent Frederick. Here's Jankowski with a high flip into the Oilers zone. That's not going to be icing. Here's Jake Wallman. Wallman for the Oilers behind his net. Crowd is booing him, but nobody on Carolina is going to pressure. They're down by 2. Wallman can just kill the clock behind his net if he wants to. Wallman continues to hang on to it. Jankowski in front of the Oilers' goal. Wallman now will start the breakout through the neutral zone to Mangiapane. He'll play it back to McDavid. To Nurse. Nurse across to Wallman. Wallman giveaway off the boards. Carolina, they'll bring it in. Across the ice to Taylor Hall. Hall walks in, shoots, and that goes off the goalpost. Taylor Hall with a shot off the goalpost as the Oilers now not managing the puck as well as they should be. Also, teams have been hitting the post a lot against the Oilers lately. And the Hurricanes fans up in arms over another potential non-call on Mangiapane. Here's Gostisbehere. Makes a move on Frederick. Gostisbehere across the ice to Miller. Or Walker, sorry. Walker along the half wall to Hall. Taylor Hall across into the middle. One-timer, and they score. But that might be offside. I think I thought the initial zone entry was offside. We're going to find out. But for now, it is a one-goal game. Carolina does a good job keeping the puck in. It just, man, look at the puck movement there. Nothing Stuart Skinner could do on that. They were snapping it around that. Oilers, look, the Mangiapane line once again getting absolutely hemmed in with 4:20 to play. Looks like it's a one-goal game. Doesn't look like the Oilers going to challenge. I thought there was an initial play on the re-entry that I thought could have been offside, but looks like it's a good goal, so... All right, boys got to get going. Boys got to get going here. Robinson with the goal. Good one-timer. Mangiapane now minus 16 in his last 16 games. So, oh, boy. That Mangiapane line, man. Mangiapane, Frederick, and Henrique is not it. That is not it, folks. How many 2-goal leads have we blown? 6? I think we've blown 6 multi-goal leads this season. The Austin Hockey Watch-Alongs make having strep and missing work worth it. I am sorry to hear about that. Hopefully you get better very, very soon. I'm glad that I can bring some joy right now. Well, hopefully it's 6-3 Oilers. Listen, the Oilers are still in full control of this game. We're not getting that hashtag out yet. Not yet. The Oilers came to play. The Oilers came to play tonight. I'm giving Edmonton credit. This is a good Carolina team. Edmonton came to play. They jumped on the 2-goal lead. Let's see how they play the rest of the way here. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Doom. What do you think about the Habs? I think the Habs are in big trouble right now. Dobis has started to regress a little bit, and they have some injuries to deal with. Calgary McKenna's versus the Edmonton McDavids coming soon. Yeah, it does look like Calgary probably is going to get the best odds at being able to draft McKenna. Leafs on the bottom. Yeah, the Leafs are struggling this season. We are going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the intermission here. For now, there is about 4 minutes left in the first period. The Oilers trying to hang on to this lead here. The Ducks aren't, I don't know. I think the Ducks are pretty close to, I would say the Ducks are maybe the PDO team this season. Yeah, Florida also tons of injuries too, though. Not that it's an excuse, but Florida has had like a ridiculous amount of injuries. No Kachuk, no Barkov. No Kitty Kitty. At least he can't be 9-1 this time. Oh, that's true. Hyman's already thrown 5 hits tonight, by the way. He brings an element that this team really, really does not have. Here's Draisaitl up the middle to Podkolzin. Podkolzin circles back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl towards the net, and that's blocked by Gostisbehere, and Draisaitl through the blue paint. Carolina, they'll just send it down the ice. No trouble. Jack Roslovic will pick it up in the neutral zone. Roslovic has a goal in this game. Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. Across to Ekholm. Ekholm leaves it. Carolina brings it forward. Out of the reach of Aho. Wallman's going to protect against Svechnikov. Svechnikov plays it around the boards. And Carolina, once again, getting their cycle game going. The Oilers got to be careful. Here's Svechnikov. Steals it. Centers it out in front to Aho. And luckily, McDavid was there to grab it. Here comes Connor McDavid with Zach Hyman. Hyman walks in behind the Carolina net. Hyman against Miller. Being tied up, Savoie jumps in to help him out. Savoie kicks it to his forehand, gives it to Wallman at the point. Wallman towards the goal. That's blocked by Jarvis. Here's Seth Jarvis for the Hurricanes. Potential 3-on-2 with Aho. Aho gives it to Svechnikov. Spins from a check towards the Oilers net. Puck drops in front of Nurse. Seth Jarvis now trying to get a shot off. McDavid takes that away. Jarvis behind the Oilers goal. Puck bounces over Wallman's skate, and it'll come to Sebastian Aho. He'll send it to the point with a shot. It's in front of Stu. And again, Carolina with possession. Jarvis behind the Oilers goal along the half wall. Robinson, Nikishin, Svechnikov trying to center it out in front. And the Oilers can't get this puck out. It's kept alive by Jarvis again. Jarvis to Svechnikov to the blue line. Another shot towards the Oilers goal. Bounces high. And Svechnikov comes up with it. Oilers are not looking good here. And finally, Hyman will come up with it. He'll play it off the boards, down into the Carolina zone, and Hyman throws a hit. Oilers, after getting the 2-0 lead, are struggling with puck possession and management. Puck is going to bounce in front of the Hurricanes' net now. Noah Philp can't get a shot off, and Carolina, with speed, sends it in deep. Alec Regula, pressured by Ehlers. Regula gives it to Noah Philp. Noah Philp with 1:35 to play in the period. Trying to find Lazar. Lazar will just send the puck in. No, that hit the linesman. But it does get in deep. Here come the Hurricanes now. Gostisbehere skates it. Puck into the middle. Here come the Hurricanes. On transition. Puck towards Stuart Skinner, and he'll just hang on to that. Puck bounce towards Stu. Easy save. Yeah, the Hurricanes are nuts, man. When they start cycling and they're moving their feet, the Oilers have stopped moving their feet. They had a good start, but it's been a sketchy period since. Let's see if the Oilers can take control of the rest of the period. They got to get out of this with the lead. Got to get out of this period with the lead. Evan Bouchard goes down off the draw. Carolina going to try and cycle again. Henrique holds the puck along the boards. Aho trying to come up with it. And it's going to be stolen by Draisaitl. Draisaitl up the middle to Roslovic with speed. Roslovic, one hand on his stick. Can't get a shot off. Nice job by the Carolina defense to box him out. Here's Podkolzin for the Oilers. 46 seconds to play in the first. Oilers hanging on here. They had a 2-0 lead, but Carolina's really been pushing. The Oilers have been on their heels. Puck is sent up the half wall. And here come the Hurricanes now. Taylor Hall with speed. Right circle. Into the middle. Off of Robinson's skate. Taylor Hall jumps for it. Little jump ball with Wallman. Puck along the boards here. Jankowski with Hall. Puck comes to the neutral zone, and that's going to go all the way down the ice. Not icing on Edmonton, though. 10 seconds left. See if the Oilers can just get out of this. Looks like Carolina's content to... Well, now Carolina's going to ice that with 4 seconds to play here in the period. Bit of an unforced icing there by Carolina. I mean, I will say, I do agree the Oilers have gone away with a lot, but I think the crowd reactions are a little over the top. I don't think the Oilers have gone away with that many penalties. Here's a play across to Wallman. Can't quite come up with it as the first period is going to come to an end. The Oilers with the lead. We are in the intermission. Oops. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Dima? Good to see you again. All right, Oilers with the lead. Oilers with the lead. We're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We're going to take a look at the 3 goals that were scored in that first period. Shots were 12-8 Carolina. Oilers, I would say, the first 10 minutes of the period, it was all Edmonton, and then the last 10 minutes, it was all Carolina. So... I'm a D1 oil hater. I like your honesty. I like your honesty there. That's funny. All right, here we go. Out-of-town scoreboard just for the fans here. The Wild are up 1-0 on the Ducks. Bruins and Habs tied at 1. Evans and Kushnud. I don't know how to say this guy's name. I'm sorry. Alex Laferriere, 1-0 Kings. 1-1 in the Sabres game, 2-0 Devils, 2-1 Edmonton. Blackhawks up 1-0 on Toronto. Goal by Ryan Green. All right. Love that. Lightning beat the Panthers earlier today, 3-1. We will take a look at the whatchamacallit? Edge Visualizer, Rozovic on the breakaway. Freddie Anderson, for some reason, with one of the worst plays I've ever seen a goalie make. This is something I would expect Stu to do. Anderson played the puck in front of him, and then Rozovic just comes up with it, puts it into the net. Love that. Sanest of all Oil fans. I have my moments. Jax. I appreciate that, though. And then Connor McDavid on the power play. Rozovic missed the net with his shot, but then it came to McDavid on the bottom of the left circle, and he roofed it over the shoulder of Anderson. Rozovic with the shot. McDavid beats Anderson. That made it 2-0 for Edmonton. And then Eric Robinson makes it a 1-goal game. Carolina was all over the Oilers for an extended shift. The Mangiapane-Henrique Frederick line has been just abysmal for Edmonton. And the Hurricanes, look at the puck movement there, man. One-timer, there's nothing Stu can do. I'm not blaming Stuart Skinner at all. One of those things, man. Hold on, let's there. I'll let y'all get a look at the stats here. Shots on goal, 13-8 in favor of the Hurricanes. Penalty minutes, Carolina took the only penalty of the period. The Oilers scored on the power play. Hits were 10-8 Edmonton. Zach Hyman, I think, had most of the hits. Let's take a look here. Who played the most? Hyman actually led all forwards in time on ice for Edmonton with 8 minutes. McDavid, 8 minutes. Draisaitl, 6:20. Henrique, Lazar, Janmark, all in the 3-minute range. Not good. Not good. Mangiapane has not been playing good hockey, folks. Need a lot more from Mangiapane. Remember when my name used to show up? I do remember that. I agree. Carolina's winning a lot of the board battles. Brett Kulak's only played 330. Regula 413. Bouchard 827. They're giving Bouchard and Wallman a lot of the ice time right now. Kulak's not getting much. And if Stu can hover around a 920 tonight, the Oilers are going to win this game. But my goodness. What's up, Savage? New sub, been watching the past few videos, and I dig it. Go Oilers. Also, I think Knobloch should suit up and pigskin coach. Hey, there you go. Does Nightbot still exist? Well, I think you got your answer. Hey, I'm doing good, Everett. I'm doing good. How are you? All right. Going to the money puck here. Looks like the Oilers had the slight edge, maybe a bit more than the slight edge. Deserve to win a meter. Oilers favor. Expected goals in all situations 1.59 to 1.06. But if you look at the Oilers when they made it 2-0, it was all Carolina. They were the ones getting the shots and chances. So if we take a look, Henrique, only 11% expected goals for percentage. Mangiapane, not good. Stuart Skinner, 0.06 goals saved above expected. So why is there a Rangers logo on the screen? What is that? That shows how long it's been since I did a live stream. Yeah, well, Mangiapane used to be a penalty killer. He was. I'm pretty sure he played penalty kill in Washington last year. Unk still don't got it. All right, folks, I'm going to be right back. All right. Y'all are going to get chair for a bit. I'm going to take like a 5-minute break. I just got to clear my voice. Clear the voice. And then I'll be back. So, everyone, this is the best time to hit the like button on the stream. If you have not yet hit the like button, we're going for 100 likes on this stream. So, that's what we want to see 100 likes. And yes, feeding the cats as well. I will be back. All right, what are y'all spamming? What are y'all spamming? What's going on, Dacky? Second period soon, folks. Second period soon. My bot was sleeping on, bro. I guess so, hey? Yo, I missed 5 gifted memberships. Hey, speaking of gifted memberships, I got a gift memberships. Let's do 5. We'll do 5 gifted right now. I owe the community an extra 5. Oh, and Everett just did 5 too. Holy smokes. Okay. Everyone that got a gifted membership, congrats. Congrats. What does a membership get you? Sometimes it gets you early access to videos. Sometimes I'll post a video before the rest gets to see it. Not very often, though. And then it gets a badge next to your name. Your comments get highlighted on videos. Lots of gifted memberships, though. Wow. Everett, thank you so much. And then David, thank you as well for the gifted memberships. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Do I cover any other teams or sports? Just wondering. Man, I would love to cover the Blue Jays basically full time too, but that would be a lot if I did baseball and hockey. But I do love the Blue Jays. Give us some unfiltered members only takes. I could start doing that. I could start doing like some crazy members only. Everett with another gifted. Thank you so much, Everett. Appreciate that. Gift memberships get us 1 free 24-hour rental of any jersey behind you. Oh my goodness. Last one's for Ben. That's very kind of you. Very, very, very kind of you. Nick Robinson tied it up for the Leafs. Dude gets scratched, gets back in the lineup, and lights it up, gets scratched again. That sounds like a few Oilers. Sounds like Jeff Skinner last year. He comes in, scores, and then Chris Knobloch goes, "You're out of here." I could do that. I could maybe do like a weekly Jays recap or something, but I'd have to like start a Jays channel. I wouldn't be able to post baseball content on this channel because the algorithm wouldn't understand it. It wouldn't push it to the viewers. I left that part out of Knobloch's book. I did. Yeah. Well. Do super chats support the channel or are they donated? Super chats. I think I get 70% of a super chat and YouTube gets 30%, I think is the ratio. So like if you did a $30 super chat, I'm pretty sure I would get like 25 of it or something, or 20 of it. Second period has started. I am a little bit behind here. Oilers up 2-1 here. Here comes a shot on Stu and easy save for Skinner. He'll hang on to that one. Is there almost 100 likes on the live stream? Oh, we are at 97 likes, 98. Let's try and get to 100, folks. We can get to 100. Ooh, Whalers jersey, one of the best ever. Off the face-off, Carolina wins it. Aho towards the goal. Stopped by Skinner. Rebound came to Svechnikov as Carolina is going to work again. Here's a shot by Svechnikov. Goes high and wide, and it'll come to the neutral zone. Oilers are playing with some fire here. Puck will come across the ice to Aho. Aho into the middle off a couple skates, and Mattias Ekholm will try and get it out. Can't get it by Nystrom. Kept in by Aho into the middle to Svechnikov. Ekholm up the middle. Here's Matthew Savoie. Drops it for McDavid. Connor McDavid enters the Carolina zone towards the goal. Just easily set aside by Anderson. Svechnikov up the right-hand side of the ice. Going to be picked up by Jarvis as both teams look to make a change here. Bit of a giveaway by the Hurricanes. Puck bouncing over sticks, though, and here's Miller. Keandre Miller's on Carolina now. I did not realize that. Stankoven in a battle with Kulak. Puck comes to Regula. Regula off the boards. Doesn't get it out, though. It's going to be kept alive by Carolina. Chatfield into the middle. Through the slot area. Behind the net. Centered, and they score. Ehlers ties the game. The Oilers are just, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. What is Stuart Skinner doing? What is the defense of the Oilers doing? What is that? Alec Regula with the turnover. What on earth is this? What am I watching right now? It's like the Oilers have forgotten how to play hockey suddenly. Ehlers kept it alive. It came to the middle. Jackson Blake, Skinner, and oh my God. Oh my God. What is that? That's so funny. What is Skinner doing? I don't think you're supposed to play the net like that, Stu. Stu, what are we doing? Oh my God. What is wrong with Stu? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, folks. Oh boy. Here's Noah Philp. He'll cycle it, centered it out in front. Hurricanes don't get it out, though. Regula with a shot, and that deflects high and not out. It does stay alive. Jackson Blake chases after it. And the Oilers will send it in deep here. To win a game normally for once. Well, the Oilers, multi-goal leads that they blow, that is their thing this season. That is now 7 games where they've blown a multi-goal lead. Now, they could eventually win this game, but here's Mangiapane with a shot. That goes high and off of the glass. Mangiapane now. I was going to super chat, think Carolina scored. That's okay. Jankowski trying to get it out. Oilers trying to get in on the forecheck. I mean, basically, since the Oilers made it 2-0, they have not played hockey. They have been terrible. They played for 10 minutes and said, that's enough now, yeah. Pretty much. At least I got a nice ice crisp Diet Coke to drown the pain a little bit tonight. Allergic to winning. Not just in regulation. I think the Oilers are just allergic to winning in general. That's crazy, Cam. I didn't realize the Oilers have 0 shots since they made it 2-0. That tracks. The eye test tracks that. There are going to be a lot of narrative. Depending on how this game finishes, I have a lot to talk about. So we'll see. This game is still firmly in anyone's control. Right now, Carolina's controlling the game after the Oilers controlled the first 10 minutes. Here's a face-off one to Wallman, and he can't even corral the puck. It's brought back into his own zone. He throws it up the middle, and he just throws it away. Carolina sends it down the ice, not icing. Hurricanes on the forecheck now. Here's Podkolzin across to Nurse. Nurse does a little spinorama. Nurse hits Draisaitl with a terrible pass. Here's a shot towards the Oilers' goal, and a stick absolutely explodes. Nurse now throwing a couple cross checks. 3, 4, 5 cross checks. No call. Okay, they did call it. I was going to say, how many times is Darnell Nurse going to cross check someone before they call him for that? What are you doing, Nurse? And Nurse looks confused. He looks like he doesn't understand. Nurse is literally... What are you doing? Nurse literally throws a grenade into the feet of Draisaitl. He gets hit, and then the puck in the defensive zone, he throws 2,500 cross checks and then acts confused why they sent him to the box. Jesus. Oh, man. All right. Well, the Oilers have a penalty to kill now. As Darnell Nurse goes to the box for cross-checking, you probably could have given him a double minor for that, honestly. How many times did he hit that guy? Carolina now, with all the pressure, they have a chance to take the lead. Behind the Oilers' goal, Ekholm falls, but he gets back up. Bouchard also trying to find the puck. Carolina, they'll send it around. Here's Gostisbehere to Aho. Aho makes a nice play to Svechnikov. Back to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere looking to make a play. Here's a play down low, shot by Jarvis, and that's stopped by Stuart Skinner on the short side. Here's Svechnikov trying to get it past Bouchard. Good defensive play by Bouch, but he doesn't get it out. Kept in. Here's Ehlers. He'll play it across to Gostisbehere. Down low to Jarvis. Gostisbehere, one-timer, and that goes off of Stuart Skinner's blocker, and the Oilers do finally clear it down the ice with 1:05 left on the power play. Here's Gostisbehere for the Hurricanes. Played forward, up the ice, Jarvis. Aho overskates it, stolen by the Oilers, and here comes Matt Savoie 2-on-1 with Henrique. Henrique shoots, and did he hit the post? I don't know what happened there. Henrique hit the goalpost. Matthew Savoie set him up, and Adam Henrique hits the goalpost. Ehlers plays the puck hard around. Carolina trying to get set up on the power play once again. Great look for Henrique, but he hits the post. Here's Ehlers now, 25 seconds left on the power play. Into the middle with a shot, and that's stopped by Stuart Skinner. Carolina's 18th shot of the period. My God. Blame Sportsnet for me being really delayed. Blame Sportsnet. Brutal. Nice pass by Savoie. Good shot by Henrique, but can't beat the goalpost. 21 seconds left in the power play for the Hurricanes. Here's a shot, and that goes wide of the net. Here's Blake around. Matthias Ekholm plays it to McDavid. McDavid through the middle to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard with some speed here. Drops it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl protects. He leaves it for McDavid. Connor McDavid now. He'll spin away from a check to Draisaitl. Oilers have killed the penalty. And now the top line for Edmonton loaded up, keeping the play alive. Here comes Draisaitl with a shot. That's stopped by Anderson. Puck is behind the net now. That's the Oilers' first shot on goal in quite a while. Carolina looking to just get this out, and Matthias Ekholm sends it back in deep. Here's Draisaitl, picks it up, trying to find McDavid, trying to play it forward with his own hand, and I'm surprised they didn't call him for grabbing the puck with his hand. He grabbed it and played it to himself. No penalty. That's usually called delay of game. Here's Connor McDavid now, shrugging off a couple checks. He'll cycle it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl walks around a couple Hurricanes, but can't get it in deep, and here comes Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall sends the puck in behind the goal. Here's Stankoven. Stankoven in front, centered. Carolina looking to get a shot off here. Puck comes to Nystrom. Puck played behind the Oilers' goal, just out of the reach of Stankoven. And Carolina getting in on the forecheck once again. Here's Wallman. He's being tied up. Carolina, again, keeping the play alive. Stalled to the point. Here's a shot into Skinner's pads. He makes the initial save. Puck is played around the boards. The Hurricanes all over Edmonton right now. Stahl with a shot. Doesn't make it to the goal. He's trying to come up with it in the slot, and the Oilers are trying to move it forward. And here comes Draisaitl with McDavid 2-on-2. And Draisaitl, he's going to get checked. He'll get it in deep, and the Oilers have to go for a change here. Oh, and Draisaitl throws a slash, a retaliatory slash. Leon Draisaitl with a horrible, horrible play. Draisaitl was frustrated that he was being checked, and he throws a slash. That is just the stupidest. Oh, my God, Leon. The retaliatory penalty from Leon Draisaitl. What an idiot, man. Carolina already has all the pressure. Why are you giving them life? What are you mad at here, Leon? He didn't do anything. And yeah, that's an easy penalty to call. Easy penalty to call. Darnell Nurse, he took a selfish penalty, and now Leon Draisaitl with a selfish penalty. And they have letters on their jerseys. They both have A's. Those are your leaders taking bad penalties. Brutal, man. Leon Draisaitl in the box. Carolina has a chance to take the lead here. If you're tuning in, welcome in. If this is one of your first times tuning into a live stream, I hope you're enjoying your stay. If you've been here before, welcome back, of course. Make sure you smash that like button. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. Where's Hyman? I haven't seen Hyman in a while. Parking cars, listening to you blow up a little. Well, we're not blown up yet, but it could be coming here, depending on how this game ends up. Stu's made big saves, man. The team in front of Stu is putrid. Ever since the Oilers made it 2-0, it's been all Carolina. Edmonton has zero desire to play defense. May have to buy some beers. Hey, have a beer. Have a beer for me. Just shining my gold clubs. Yeah, the non-nuclear option, and then Draisaitl, end of his shift, takes a bad penalty. We'll see, Colby. We'll see. The second goal was bad. I agree. I don't know what Stuart Skinner was doing on the second goal, but... All right. Power play for the Hurricanes, sent down the ice. Slashing on Leon Draisaitl. Carolina has a chance here to take the lead. Here's Gostisbehere. He'll send it across to Jarvis. Off of his skate. Jarvis behind the Oilers' goal. It's cycled around to the blue line. Gostisbehere off of the stick of, I don't know who that was, but that went out of play. So there will be a face-off in the Oilers' zone. $12:36 to play here in the second period. 1:34 left in the power play for the Hurricanes. Curtis Lazar off the faceoff. He wins it. Bouchard sends it down the ice. Good clear from Bouch. Shots this period, 8-1 for Carolina, if you're keeping track at home. Here's Gostisbehere. He plays it to Aho. Aho to Jarvis. Stops up at the blue line. He loses it over the stick of Nurse and then played in front, stolen by Savoie, and Savoie will send that all the way down the ice. Frederik Andersen in net for the Hurricanes, leaves it for Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere skates it forward through the middle. Here comes Seth Jarvis. Jarvis drops it. Svechnikov protects across the ice. Here's Ehlers now. Back to the point to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere, Ehlers, left circle, Gostisbehere, one-timer, and that goes. I mean, that deflects wide of the net. Kept alive by Jarvis. Jarvis plays it to Svechnikov with a shot, and that goes off the glove of Stuart Skinner. Puck into the corner. Podkolzin's going to be tripped up. Carolina battles for it, and it's going to come to the blue line. Kept alive. Here's Jarvis. Walks in the middle. Tip in front by Ehlers. What a save by Stuart Skinner. Wow. Nice little tip. Nice little tip by Ehlers. Good save from Stu. Lazar is a fourth liner, probably below replacement level at this point in his career. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. Here's a puck sent all the way down the ice for the Oilers. Frederik Andersen's going to grab it. Here comes Stankoven. 6 seconds left on the power play. Centered it out in front. Stankoven trying to play it into the slot. Stankoven behind the Oilers goal. Around the half wall. Oilers make the kill once again. Here's Jackson Blake. Blake stolen by Draisaitl, and now it's going to be played up to Savoie. Matthew Savoie now. I mean, Savoie is just probably one of the best players on this team at just always being engaged. I love watching Savoie play hockey, man. Oh, and Draisaitl took someone down. He took Jackson Blake down. No call on either player there. Draisaitl's got to be careful, man. He's pissing me off. Puck sent in, deflected in by McDavid. Draisaitl goes for a change. Puck is going to be played back to Bouchard. Bouchard to Zach Hyman. Checked by the Hurricanes. As Carolina's doing a good job defending. The Oilers have basically got nothing going since they made it 2-0 early in the first period. The Oilers have 6 multi-goal blown leads this season. It could be 7. Here's Podkolzin now on transition, trying to find Janmark. Janmark to Rozovic. Rozovic trying to center it to Podkolzin. Matthias Janmark. He battles for the puck in the right circle. Rozovic for the Oilers, who has a goal for Edmonton in this game. Down low to Podkolzin. Out of the reach of Janmark. Here's Martinook. Loses it. Podkolzin once again for the Oilers. Plays it around. Here's Wallman for the Oilers. Across, just out of the reach of Rozovic. He'll flip it towards Anderson. And an easy little save for Frederik Anderson as the Oilers with just their second shot on goal of the period. Two shots since the Oilers made it 2-0. That was Edmonton's second shot of the period. Yeah, Stu's above 900. Stu's above 900. Can't complain about Stu being a 900 goalie right now. That's what we want, right? Well, I'm glad Juvie's doing okay. I'm glad Juvie's still here. I don't know why we're still talking about a team that needs to mature in 2025. Like, how many years? Hey, appreciate the follow on Twitch. Hope you're doing well. Caps 8 wins one season. I mean, expansion teams are usually supposed to be bad. I mean, we know what the Oilers' goaltending is. Last year, the Oilers were the best defending team in the league. They gave up the least amount of high-danger chances in the entire NHL, but they had one of the worst goaltending save percentages. So we know their goaltending's not good enough. This season, it's the same thing. Now, the Oilers defensively this season have also not been good, but their goalies are still bad. Stu's been good in this game. He's giving the team a chance to win. Here come the Hurricanes. Jarvis brings it into the Oilers zone. Leaves it for Svechnikov. He'll play it around the boards. Wallman can't come up with it. Hyman plays it forward, and Connor McDavid with speed now with Savoie. McDavid into the middle. Nurse walks in, shoots, and he hits Savoie in the leg. What are you doing, Nurse? Oh, and here come the Hurricanes now, 1-on-1. Here's Aho. Stumbling. Down low behind the Oilers' goal. Jarvis to the blue line. Here's Goss to spare. He'll give it to Jarvis, and that's going to be checked by McDavid and sent back into the neutral zone. Puck up the middle. Carolina, they'll enter the Oilers zone easily. Easily enter the Oilers zone. The Oilers have zero pressure. Carolina's able to just walk in and do what they want right now. Hurricanes trying to get on the cycle once again, and it's the Mangiapane line out once again, caught for the Oilers. Here's Seth Jarvis behind the Edmonton net. Don't be surprised if Carolina scores here. Puck in the middle. Jarvis can't come up with it. Here's Goss to spare. Walker to Hall. Taylor Hall walks in the middle, centered it out in front, and that's taken by the Hurricanes. Robinson behind and around. Trent Frederick throws a hit. Can't come up with the puck, though. Stolen. Here's Goss to spare for the Hurricanes to Taylor Hall. Back to Goss to spare. Goss to spare to Hall. Hall for Carolina into the middle with a shot, and that goes high and wide by Jankowski. Walker to Hall. Hall across the ice. Here's Jankowski. Plays it to Goss to spare. Goss to spare looking for a lane. Here's Jankowski with another shot, and here's a great save from Stuart Skinner as he is under duress here. The Oilers, putrid right now. This is some of the worst hockey I've ever seen. Hey, what's going on, Ty? I've been around, just haven't been able to do live streams. Here's a play into the Oilers zone once again. Carolina continues to work the cycle, man. Behind the Oilers goal, Edmonton can't come up with it. Bouchard grabs it, and he'll play it up to Ekholm. Ekholm to Podkolzin, touch pass to Draisaitl. Podkolzin drops to Ekholm with a slap shot, and that's stopped by Freddie Anderson. Sorry, I was sending a message in Discord there. We got a shot! We got a shot! Oh, boy. I can't believe they gave Frederick 8 years. It's not so much the money, it's the years, man. I don't know. They're only watching anyways. I love that, Jan. That's so funny. Off the face-off, Draisaitl plays it forward. Can't come up with it, though. Hurricanes looking to get the clear. Here's Bouchard to Ekholm. Ekholm up the ice, out of the reach of Podkolzin, and that's going to be icing on the Oilers. Oilers trying to get the puck up the ice here. Stankoven sends it in deep. Stuart Skinner to Ekholm. Matthias Ekholm on the half wall. Bouchard plays it forward, but the Hurricanes will send it back into the Oilers zone. Bouchard to Podkolzin. Podkolzin back to Bouchard. Bouchard hangs on to it. Bouchard up the left boards. That's going to be stolen by the Hurricanes, and they're going to send it back in. Carolina applying a lot of pressure here. The Oilers struggling to move the puck out. Bouchard can't get it out again. Kept alive at the blue line. The Hurricanes walk it in, and it's going to be sent up the middle, though. Here's Zach Hyman one-on-one. Zach Hyman stops up, looking for support, trying to play it back. He loses it for a moment, comes up with it, but then loses it again. This is a game of bouncing pucks right now. Hurricanes send the puck in behind the Oilers' net. Here's Kulak. Up the middle, just out of the reach of Hyman. He'll chase after it, though. Hyman centers it to McDavid. Can't get the shot off. Hyman on his backhand. Plays it to the blue line to Kulak. Kulak towards the goal. Hits Savoie, I think, into the crowd. And Carolina trying to get it out of trouble. Oilers, good pushback shift here for Edmonton. Here's Walker. Or Miller, sorry, sends it in deep. Regula on his backhand. Alec Regula around the boards, out of the reach of McDavid, and Savoie's tired, so he wasn't there either. Here's Kulak now, stolen by Aho. Nice job by Kulak to break up the pass. Edmonton can't get it out. Play kept alive by Gostisbehere. Across the ice. Here's a shot and a good save from Stuart Skinner. Back to the blue line to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere to Jarvis. Jarvis, Svechnikov as Carolina continues to just work the puck around. Here's a one-timer by Svechnikov, goes wide. Puck played to Jarvis. Gostisbehere deflected on net. Another stop by Stuart Skinner. Here's Jarvis to Svechnikov. Svechnikov for the Hurricanes, and they are just all over the Oilers right now, man. Carolina, they're going to try and get it back in and keep the Oilers from changing. Shot towards Stu. He hangs on to that. Drops it for his defenseman, Brett Kulak. Puck sent down into the Carolina Hurricane zone, and that is icing on the Oilers. Is this supposed to be Saturday night hockey? For the Hurricanes, it is. Carolina off the faceoff, wins it to the blue line. Here's a shot attempt by Robinson, doesn't make it. Sent across the ice, Taylor Hall now. With the puck, Hall cycles it down low. Kulak can't grab it. Played in front, Taylor Hall can't get a shot off. Hall cycles it. He loses it, though. Here's Curtis Lazar. Lazar loses it to Nikishin. Jankowski around the boards, out of the reach of Riley. It's deflected into the neutral zone, back into the Oilers zone. And we are back into boring hockey here, and the Oilers have iced the puck again. Oh my God. Aho had a good shot. Stuart Skinner's played great, by the way. Why don't we skip the third and go to OT? The Oilers are going to be lucky to get a point out of this. Face-off won by the Hurricanes. Here's Martinook with a one-timer. Puck missed the net. It's going to be picked up by the Hurricanes. Here's another shot towards the goal. Deflected on Stuart Skinner, and he has to make a reactionary save, and he hangs on to it. My goodness gracious. Stu's the only one that showed up. Stu's the only one that has shown up here. Yeah, Savoie's been good too. I've liked Savoie a lot. Do I watch F1? I do not. Sorry, if I missed comments, I do apologize. Yeah, 11 shots, folks. 11 shots. Hit the like button if you think the Oilers can get a win here. But we have to will this team to try and steal one. Can the Oilers steal one? Can Stu steal one for the team? That's true, Gordon. We'll see what else is in that notebook. Maybe I'll get a new notebook. I agree. We used to be the team. Asking for negative legs. Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of it has to do with Knobloch personally, but I think a lot of it has to do with Knobloch. Some of it has to do with player personnel. Some of it has to do with goaltending. There's a significant amount of things that could be going on. Here's Rozovic with a shot. Saved by Anderson. Puck played to the blue line, kept alive. Here's Rozovic now along the half wall. Martinook for the Hurricanes, battles for it. Podkolzin trying to get involved. Rozovic puck in his feet. Draisaitl throwing some cross checks. He's got to be careful here not to take a penalty. Draisaitl already took a bad penalty this period. Draisaitl with a hard rim around the boards. Bouchard will keep the play alive. Takes a hit to make the play. Does keep it going behind the Hurricanes net. Draisaitl for the Oilers. On his forehand. Spins to his backhand. Spins away from a check against Miller. And Draisaitl's going to be checked off the puck. Throws a check into Stahl. And Carolina's just going to send it up the boards. And that's going to be icing on Carolina with 2:05 to play here in the period. .205 to go. Second period. Shots are 25-12 Carolina. The Hurricanes tied this game up. The Oilers have been struggling to establish a forecheck. McDavid's out there with Hyman and Savoie. Here's Darnell Nurse for the Oilers. He walks in, centers it. The Oilers can't get a shot off, and here's Martinook now. He's going to be checked by McDavid. Puck into the middle. Nurse didn't know where it was, and the Hurricanes are going to send the puck in deep. 1:50 to play. Up the left side by Nurse. Picked up by Walker. Walker with a giveaway, though, and here's Zach Hyman. Hyman gives it to Matt Savoie. Savoie walks in, shoots, and that's a stop by Anderson. Rebound, Hyman trying to come up with it, but the puck stays on the outside. Puck behind the Carolina net comes to Svechnikov, and he'll skate it with speed. Here comes Svechnikov. Might have a step on Wallman. Across the ice, here's Jarvis with a shot and a good save by Stuart Skinner. Puck will come to McDavid now, and we got a back and forth game. Here's Hyman, 2-on-1 with McDavid. Hyman shoots, and that goes high and wide. And now the Hurricanes are going to skate this up the ice. Now it's a track meet, and if you're the Oilers, you don't want to get into a track meet with Carolina right now. Carolina has the edge when it comes to that style of play. You do not want to open it up this much. Carolina keeps the play alive. Bad giveaway there by Regula. Here come the Hurricanes. Across. Here's Riley with a shot, and that's easily stopped by Stuart Skinner. My goodness. My goodness. Ooh, the Ducks lost. That's just the PDO. That's just the PDO coming back to normal there, Gold. The Ducks can't be the best offensive team in the league all year. 52 seconds left here in the second period. Tie game. Off the draw, won by Edmonton. Ekholm spins away from a check. Puck bouncing around. Adam Henrique forward to Mangiapane off of his skate. And looks like Draisaitl's out there with Mangiapane and Henrique. Maybe Trent Frederick getting benched. I'm not sure what this is. Puck sent to Draisaitl. Draisaitl protects and skates it forward. On his forehand now. He's trying to get it into the Hurricane zone. Offside on the Oilers. Draisaitl, he's just going to step back now as Carolina will send it up the ice. Out of the reach of Blake, and I don't know. I seen on Carolina there. That's an interesting one. Here's the offensive zone draw for Draisaitl. Well, they're going to redo that. I mean, I'd be frustrated too. For everything McDavid and Draisaitl have done for this team and the sacrifices they've made, and they are always the ones that are producing, I think they just want someone else on the team to also produce, right? I don't think McDavid has an attitude problem at all. I'm never going to call McDavid out for an attitude problem. That's something that that's something I won't engage in. When McDavid and Draisaitl are the guys that are doing everything every single night and no one else on the team seems to be interested in playing even just simple hockey, yeah, you're going to be frustrated, even as a captain. So that's going to be the end of that conversation. We are not having that conversation. The focus needs to be on the poor coaching strategies from Knobloch, certain guys that haven't fit in the lineup. The goaltending all season has been bad except for tonight. Stu is the only reason why this game is not out of hand here. I mean, it was one game he didn't face the media. It was one game. And apparently the media came out. Quinn, apparently the media came out and they didn't request any of the leadership group that night. That was after the Colorado game. Apparently the media requested guys like Frederick and them. They didn't actually request anyone from the leadership group. So I have no idea, Shivan. I have no idea what is out there. That is not something that I know because I am not a general manager. I don't know what's out there. I'm not in the DMs of other general managers. Yeah. That's not true at all, Quinn. Can you prove that? You're absolutely lying through your teeth, my friend. I'm calling you out right now. He has done post-game interviews all year long. What are you even talking about? You were trolling. It's Stu Skinner in net tonight, and he's playing great. That's a 30-minute timeout for just blatantly lying and trying to rage bait. We don't need rage baiters. There's already enough rage on the internet. We don't need you coming in and stirring the pot here. Could be Quinn Hughes trolling in the chat. You wish I was live. Yeah, that would have been fun. I was watching that game with my sister and her boyfriend that night. Listen, I don't time people out very often. I don't want to do that, but it's clear rage bait. Don't have time for it. We're here for good vibes, right? Now, it's different if I'm freaking out at something, if I'm freaking out at the game, but we're here for good vibes. We don't need everyone in the chat getting at each other's throats. That's not how we roll here. But if we take a look at the money puck, the deserve to win meter has actually flipped in favor of Carolina. Lots of chances for the Hurricanes. The Oilers have had a couple of looks. Oilers made it 2-0, and it's been all Carolina since. Expected goals in all situations, 2.3 to 2.02. Yes, I watched the Blue Jays, yes. Yatmark actually leads the team in expected goals for percentage. Yo, Everett with the 1 gifted membership. Actually, speaking of gifted memberships, I owe the fans 5 more. 5 more gifted memberships, folks. Here you go. Hope you enjoy that. Enjoy the gifted memberships. That'd be funny if that Quinn guy got one. Okay. It's too funny. Draisaitl, Bud Colson. That makes sense. Rozovic, Ekholm, Bouchard, Philp. Trent Frederick, awful, brutal night for him. Time on ice in this game, McDavid 15-58. Who leads? It is McDavid that leads. Again, it's going to be McDavid and Draisaitl who are going to end up playing. Well, Draisaitl's only played 12 minutes. Never mind. Yo, Danny, thank you for the 8 months. Beautiful. Hey, no worries. If you got a membership, congrats. I did owe the fans some gifted memberships tonight, so you were all the best. Stuart Skinner has 0.3 goals save above expected in this game. And the only goal in the second period was Ehlers. Regula couldn't get the puck out. Bad giveaway from Regula. Carolina kept the play alive. It came out in front. Puck behind the net. Stuart Skinner, he's literally facing the wrong way. And Ehlers, that's probably the easiest goal he'll ever score in his career. But, yeah. If we take a look at the box score, Stuart Skinner giving the team a 926, folks. Does it, I give away 10, like, as a creator, 10 memberships per month, I'm allowed to give out for free. Like, it doesn't cost me anything. But after the 10, so I've given away 10 tonight. If I were to give away memberships now, it would come out of my pocket, yes. But I do get 10 memberships every month for free to give to you guys. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the Spotify account that I have. We take a look at the time on ice here. McDavid leads 16-17. Next is Hyman. Then Draisaitl, 12:53. Trent Fredericks only played 5:56. He has had an abysmal night, an abysmal season just in general. How long did it take for you to be? I can't remember what it was. It was like 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 watch hours or something. I got monetized in like December of 2023 or January of 2023 or something. I can't remember. Tom on ice. Wallman leads the way. Brett Kulak's only played 9:04. Alec Regula 9:29. Hasn't played much since that bad giveaway. I think any advanced stat should always be taken with a grain of salt. I like looking at things from bigger, larger sample sizes because I think it does give a good idea of how the team is playing overall. Now, I am curious to see what they have the high danger chances in this game. See, natural stat trick at 5-on-5 has the high danger chances 5-4 in favor of Carolina. All situations 6-4. Expected goals are actually just barely slightly in Carolina's favor. So, but the eye test tells me that Carolina has been dominating this game. So this is where, do you believe the eyes? Do you believe the advanced stats? I don't know. Hyman with the goal tonight. Feel it in my bones. I hope so. I hope so. That would be lovely. Oh, yeah, I guess we can take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Bruins are now up 3-1. Look at Arvidsson. Victor Arvidsson with 6 goals on the Bruins. I wonder why guys leave Edmonton and can suddenly produce away from Chris Knobloch. I wonder what that is. I wonder what that is. It is strange that guys leave the Oilers and they can go and suddenly produce now. Look at that. Victor Arvidsson with 6 goals this season. Mason Lohrei has his second goal of the year. Kings are up 1-0 on, look at the shots. Second intermission. The shots are 10-7 in this Ottawa game. 10-7 after 2 periods of play. Oh my God. That's probably the most boring game in the world. LA had 5 shots in the first, 2 in the second, 4 shots for Ottawa in the first, 6 in the second. What am I looking at? Yikes. That's cringe, bro. Give Kane back for few. We'll give you Trent Frederick for Evander Kane. How does that sound? 1 for 1. Leafs are up 2-1 on the Blackhawks. Golden Knights are up 2-0 on the Blues. Braden Bowman, any relation to Stan Bowman? Probably not. I don't know how Skinner's doing in San Jose right now. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Jeff Skinner. Where's he? 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. -4 on the season, averages about 12-22. So he's not doing that much. All right, I'm going to take a 5-minute breather here, all right? 5-minute breather. Y'all are going to get chair for a bit. I hope you enjoyed chair. I will be back. I will be back. Alrighty. Alrighty. How we feeling heading into the third, folks? Are we feeling good? Or are we feeling bad? Are we feeling indifferent? Tough one out there. Oh my God. Smash the like button. Exactly. Smash the like button if you have not smashed the like button yet. Oh my God. What's in it for me if I say that, Mango? What is in it for me if I say that for you? Man, I haven't been to OJ's in so long. A like. Where's Kitty? Kitty is not hanging out right now. Kitty is hanging out in the living room. 6'7", 6'7". That's there. That's all you get. Bad juju. I still don't understand the 6'7" meme. I still don't get it. Okay, thanks for liking the stream, dude. Shout out Troubled Monk. Absolutely, shout out Troubled Monk. Although I asked for a sponsorship this season and they said no. And I could be rude and take their logo off the screen, but I do like their product too much to just do that. Did I talk about the Stetcher going to the Leafs? No, I haven't really talked about that. I'll probably talk about that in the post-game fan reaction. Hey, of course, no worries. Thank you all for tuning in. It's meant to confuse. Meant to confuse. I'll check the Discord later. Oh, what's Knobloch doing here? Do they actually make the coaches have to walk all the way around like that? That's brutal. If I was a coach, I would hate that. I'm not answering that, Ceslin. It's that seems like a loaded question. I don't trust it. Oops. I'm going to get the email from Raid Shadow Legends anytime now. You've been to Troubled Monk. Nice. Yeah, I do love Troubled Monk. I like their beer. All right, folks. Third period is about to begin. You have Draisaitl with Podkolzin and Rozovic off the draw. Puck is being fought for. Comes to Darnell Nurse. Shots are 27-14. Here come the Hurricanes now. There's a broken stick. I don't know what the heck's going on in the neutral zone there. Draisaitl was on his butt trying to make a play. Puck's going to be reversed to Nurse. Nurse is going to put it off the glass. He can't get it out, though. Kept in by the Hurricanes. Carolina, left circle. Kept in by Walker. Here's Stahl. Loses it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl up the middle, across to Darnell Nurse. Nurse will skate it forward. Nurse's stick explodes now. There's just sticks exploding all over the place. Here's Rozovic along the near half wall. He'll play it down low to Podkolzin. Podkolzin checked by Gostisbehere. Puck through the middle. Carolina looking to get it clear. They will. Sent down the ice. That could be icing on the Hurricanes, and it will be icing on Carolina. Yeah, no, I can say beer. I can even drink on stream. Are they at least playing well? No, the Oilers have not been playing good at all. It has been a bad game. Here's Matthias Ekholm. He'll play it across to Bouchard. Bouchard up the boards, deflected in by Hyman. behind the Hurricanes net. Played forward up the boards again. Not icing, though. Seth Jarvis is going to win the board battle or the race to the puck, but Bouchard plays it forward. Kept in and shot from distance. Stuart Skinner had to make a reactionary save. Matthew Savoie plays it behind the Hurricanes net. Anderson around to Svechnikov. Tries to find Aho. Alec Regula is going to get chased. Aho falls. Regula behind his net on his backhand. Plays it up the boards to Savoie. Savoie into the middle, out of the reach of Regula, but the Oilers are going to get the clear. And Regula will send it hard and around deep into the Hurricane zone. Puck's going to be left for Jarvis. Kept alive by Regula. Across to Janmark. Janmark centers it out in front, and I don't know who that was that hit Anderson in the crease area. Looked like Mangiapane. Here's Janmark. He's going to skate in on his backhand. Centers it. Mangiapane just out of his reach. Can't get a shot off. So this line for Edmonton getting some looks here. Shot towards the goal off of Janmark's leg and wide. And the Hurricanes looking to just clear the pressure as the Oilers look like they have their legs early in the third, at least for now. We'll see if it lasts. Puck is sent towards Kulak. Kulak deflected in by Janmark. Both teams make a change. Anderson to Gostisbehere. Here's Gostisbehere for the Hurricanes. He'll play the puck to Nick Ehlers. Ehlers skates it in, drops it. Gostisbehere shot, deflected on to Stuart Skinner, and he has to make another save. Good shot, good save from Stu. Bouch has been good. I know I'm behind. I talk about this every time I go live, folks. I am behind 30 seconds to a minute because Sportsnet Plus sucks. I know I'm always behind. It's why I hide the chat every single live stream. I've done about 80 live streams. I know. I don't need to be told that. Here's Noah Philp. He'll step in for the draw. Won by the Hurricanes. Here's a shot towards net off of the shins of Trent Frederick, and he'll chase after it. Frederick applies pressure to Nikishin. Nikishin, though, escapes that trouble. Wallman steals it in the neutral zone. Nurse up the left boards. That's stolen by the Hurricanes. That's going to be brought in. Here's Jankowski on his backhand. Jankowski spins to the blue line. Sent towards the goal. Deflected wide by Taylor Hall. Here's Lazar now. Nurse off the boards. Hurricanes up the middle. Hall leaves it. Here's Robinson. Eric Robinson, who does have a goal for Carolina. He's trying to play it behind the net. Frederick loses it. Wallman for the Oilers around to Regula. Regula up the left boards. Carolina once again trying to make a play on it, but just can't quite come up with it. Oh, you're good, Ty. You're good. Here's Rozovic. Centered it out in front. Oh, my goodness. Was that stopped by Anderson? Jeez. Leon Draisaitl had a terrific opportunity. I don't know if Draisaitl got all of that or if Anderson made a great save, but great setup by Rozovic. Good save by Anderson. Hey, I appreciate it, Ceslin. Thank you. We'll hit 10,000 subs at some point. We'll hit 10,000 maybe in the playoffs, assuming Edmonton even makes it. They might not even make it this year at this rate. What's up, David? Yes. Busy Saturday. 16-13 to play in the third. What a save by Anderson on Draisaitl. Here's Kulak now. Backhand towards the goal. Doesn't make it. Puck played around. Here's Rozovic. Rozovic spins away from a check. Jack Rozovic doing a good job protecting. Tries to play it back to Regula. That's going to be sent all the way down. Stuart Skinner out of his net. He looks a little shaky when he plays it, man. I hate when Stu plays the puck. Up the right boards. Carolina steals it for a moment. Rozovic can't get it in deep. Hurricanes trying to move it forward. Carrier sent into the Oilers zone. Here's Podkolzin. He'll hang on to it. Here's Brett Kulak for the Oilers. To Regula. Oilers have done a good job this period of preventing Carolina from getting set up on the cycle. Puck is going to be sent to Zach Hyman in deep. Hyman on his backhand, trying to center it to McDavid, who was all alone in front for just a moment. McDavid's going to be checked by a couple of Hurricanes. Puck played up the middle, out of the reach of Svechnikov, and Bouchard sends it back in. Dumping and chasing is the Oilers' game this season for some reason. Just keep dumping and chasing, and this puck is going to be sent down the ice on the icing against the Hurricanes. I think the Oilers loading McDry again would not be the play right now. All Knoblauch does is load up. I would put McDavid and Draisaitl together with about 7 minutes left in the third. Draisaitl wins the draw, comes to McDavid. McDavid with it. Here's Hyman now with the wraparound attempt, and that's stopped by Anderson. Draisaitl gives it to McDavid. Top line is loaded on the icing. Here's Bouchard with a shot, and that's stopped by Anderson, who kind of flashes his leather there, flashes the glove. Zach Hyman getting in his grill, having a conversation there. Oh, that would be pretty nuts, Seslin. That would be pretty crazy if I got to that number. Grizzly Paw Beer. I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar to me. Here's the offensive zone draw once again. Draisaitl trying to come up with it. Puck in the middle. Hurricanes kicking the puck around here. Ekholm trying to get it out of trouble. Here's Matthias Ekholm. He'll give it to Bouchard. Bouchard up the middle. Out of the reach of Draisaitl. Bouchard picks it up. Nice job by Bouch. Finds Zach Hyman. Hyman drops it for Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid, and he scores. Connor McDavid makes it 3-2 for the Oilers. Nice pass by Leon. Nice job by Hyman with the drop pass. He took a hit to make a play, and the Oilers have the lead once again. Can they hold on to the lead is the real question. So good defense by Bouchard. Nice job by Bouch. He cuts off the initial play up to Hyman. Hyman drops it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl across to McDavid. And McDavid absolutely puts that into the open net. Nice job. Nice job. Nice finish by McDavid. Nice job by Hyman, too. He knew he was going to get hit, so he played it back. And that's Hyman's first point of the season. Love to see that. So now the Hurricanes see themselves down a goal. Once again, after being down 2 in the first, they came back to tie, but now the Oilers are back up ahead. And that puck is sent out of play by Carolina, so there is a whistle. Getting a Hyman white jersey, I like it. Yo, Fleecy, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fleecy. For 7 months, by the way. Did I get any pizza this month? No pizza this month yet. Honestly, I would like to see the Oilers keep pressing, because when they sit back, they don't do very well. Bad things happen when they just sit back. No Savoie point tonight. No Savoie point that I'm aware of. Yeah, that is McDavid's second goal of the night. His 9th goal of the season. Remember when everyone thought McDavid was washed? So 13:47 to play here in the third. McDavid's out there with Draisaitl and Hyman. They've loaded them up once again. I'm surprised they're loaded, holding on to the lead. Like, I don't think you need to do that unless you are pressing for offense. Here's Draisaitl now, down low. Zach Hyman protects. Hyman gives it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Connor McDavid. McDavid trying to make a play in front of the net, and that's just going to be covered by Anderson. And we're going to have a commercial break here. Yeah, I saw that. Poor McAvoy, man. Always fighting injuries. Cody with the $13.99. I said I'd give you a super chat next Oilers goal. Happy it's my first super chat ever. Thank you so much, Cody. I appreciate that. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's going on? McDavid 2 goals is correct for my prediction. You need to go and buy a lottery ticket. Just kidding. I do not condone gambling. Don't do that. Do not do that. But yes, you did say 2 goals. Right on the money. Traded for McDavid in fantasy right before the 9-1 game. Knew the look in his eyes he was going to go off. Jim Hiller coaching style. The Oilers, they can't sit back, man. They just cannot sit back the whole period. Like, you don't have to press for offense all period, but if they go into their shell like they usually do, it's not going to be good. I am not promoting gambling. I would never do that. I would never promote gambling. Am I going to watch the Grey Cup tomorrow? Yep. Go Rough Riders. I'm a big Saskatchewan Rough Riders fan, so. Everett with the $5 super chat. Hyman with the go-ahead game winner. Well, the Oilers are already ahead, but I would like to see a Hyman goal. That would be great. Thank you so much, Everett, for the $5 super chat. I'd love it. I would love it. Here's the face-off in the offensive zone. Rozovic loses it. Carolina going to send it up the boards. Here's Carrier. Oh, he's going to step through. Here's a shot and a goal for Eric Stahl. Or Jordan Stahl, sorry, not Eric. Eric used to be on the Hurricanes. I'm old. It is a tie game. The Oilers just... Who got walked there? What defenseman got walked there? I need to see the replay of this. What defenseman got walked? The Oilers lose the face-off. The puck is sent down the boards. Oh, my God. So Kulak stepped up, and then Alec Regula gets absolutely dog-walked, and then the rebound comes in front to Jordan Stahl, and he makes no mistake, ties the game up. Rozovic loses his man. Regula looks like he has no idea where he is. Brett Kulak with an awful pinch in the neutral zone. It's just a calamity of errors, man. A calamity of errors. My God. Here's Darnell Nurse now. We have a tie game once again. Carolina looking to get some energy from that. Draisaitl's still out there. It feels like Draisaitl's been out for a while here. Puck is sent. Oh, it took a weird bounce. Puck centered it out in front. Oh, and Stahl couldn't get the shot off. Puck took a weird bounce behind the Oilers' goal. Stu couldn't come up with it. The Hurricanes now trying to get it out of trouble. The puck's just, this is such a strange 20 seconds. Here come the Hurricanes now. They're going to skate it in. Puck towards Stu off of his pad. Easy save. Evan Bouchard's going to get pressured by Svechnikov. Bouchard does a good job to get away from that check. Bouchard up the boards. Deflected in by Rozovic. Not deep. Picked up by Carolina. And Carolina sends it in the Oilers zone. And that goes on to Stuart Skinner. And he's actually forced to hold that. That was going to be icing. But Stu is forced to hold it as the puck bounced awkwardly to him. So many weird bounces this period, man. What on earth? I thought I did adjust the score. I thought I did. My bad. All right, 12:21 to play here in the third period. Shots are 31-17 in favor of the Hurricanes. Oilers had a 2-0 lead. They made it 3-2 early in the third, but Carolina, they just won't go away. Adam Henrique, the defensive zone faceoff. Uh-oh, he loses it. Here's a shot off the post. Oh, my God, the Hurricanes just hit the goal post. Off the faceoff, lost by... Oh, and here's Ekholm. He's throwing a man down. Ekholm got away with a trip. And here comes Adam Henrique. He'll play it forward. Mangiapane out of his reach to Adam Henrique off of his skate. And the Hurricanes are going to get this out of trouble. Here come the Hurricanes through the neutral zone. Puck off the glass, off of Mangiapane's glove. He doesn't know where it is. Carolina's going to come up with it. Here's Stankoven, checked by Henrique. Wallman around the boards to Matthias Ekholm. Up the boards, off of Janmark's stick. Mangiapane can't keep the play alive. The Hurricanes up the middle of the ice. Here's Nick Ehlers. Drops it for Stankoven. Stankoven loses it to Janmark. Janmark protects, sends it back into his own zone for Connor McDavid. Oilers make a change. Here's Darnell Nurse across to Wallman. Wallman slows the play down, gives it back to Darnell Nurse. Puck is going to be sent in deep. Savoie's going to chase after it. Anderson leaves it for his defenseman. Here's Sebastian Aho. Skates around Connor McDavid. Played to Svechnikov. Shot towards the goal. Blocked by Nurse. Puck into the corner. Comes back to the blue line. Chipped forward by Hyman. Nice hit by Hyman. And he almost gets the puck up to Savoie. He does. And Savoie chases after it. Can't grab it. Hurricanes through the middle. Here's Miller. He's going to leave that for Aho. Aho around the boards. Picked off by Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm to the half wall. Savoie plays it to McDavid to Savoie. McDavid trying to play it forward, and the Hurricanes are going to have numbers here. Here come the Hurricanes. Puck sent through. Aho around the boards to Svechnikov. Svechnikov trying to center it out in front. Good job by Bush to get a stick on that. McDavid's going to get checked off the puck by Svechnikov, though. Savoie's going to get pressured from the blue line. And Carolina, once again, keeping a play alive. Svechnikov with a shot. A good save by Stuart Skinner. Puck comes to the blue line. Gostisbehere with a shot blocked in front by Hyman. Here's Svechnikov towards the goal. Puck bouncing in front, and that's going to be taken away by McDavid, and he's just going to get this out of trouble and send it towards Freddie Anderson. Oh my goodness gracious. And Hurricane gets tripped up. No call. Here's Draisaitl behind his net. Jordan Staal checks him off the puck into the middle. Here's Martinook with a shot, and that goes high and over the net. Alec Regula now to Roslovic. The Oilers struggling to get any kind of attacking rhythm since they took that 3-2 lead. It's been all Carolina for the past 5 minutes. Here's Draisaitl, tries to throw a hit. Staal across the ice. Carolina pushes it forward. And here's Riley. He throws it towards the goal. Doesn't quite get there. Lola, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Here's Kulak now. Hit the like button if you have not hit the like button yet. Let's try and hit 175 likes on the stream. Maybe 200. Maybe 200 likes. Taylor Hall in a race against Darnell Nurse for the puck. Hall comes up with it, though. Here's Hall to the blue line. Shot on Nurse or on Skinner, and Skinner is forced to make a save and swallow it. And we got some rough stuff in front of the net. Looks like Phillips trying to get involved. Lazar's involved. Robinson for the Hurricanes. Jankowski also getting involved, having some words. The linesmen have made sure that nothing comes of it, though, as we're going to have a commercial break. Hey, could you imagine that goal happened? Because I said I'm a Riders fan. I do agree. Need a little bit of emotion sometimes. I'm not against it. Not against the emotion here. No, it's all good, Erica. You don't have to be active. All good. Ekholm looks pissed. I mean, I'd be pissed too. Bleeding green tomorrow. I hope so. I hope we're all bleeding green tomorrow. If you're a Rough Riders fan, of course. I don't know. Janmark doesn't really do much for me personally. Hyman, I've liked Hyman's game tonight, though. Hyman, he's been engaged. It's been good to see. Sending some rival trade beers your way, Austin. I bet they're in your local liquor store. Made here in Rocky. Okay, interesting. Rival trade beers. Which ones? What specific one? What is one specific one that you recommend? Enrique's on fire today. He's like, yes. If Ekholm can stay healthy and play at a reasonable level, sure, but it looks like he has taken quite the step back this season, which is unfortunate. I do miss Kapanen as well. I think the team needs Kapanen. Kapanen plays a style of game that the team desperately needs more of. Nugent Hopkins also will be a big add once he's back. No idea what happened to Nuge. No idea what the heck happened to Nugent Hopkins. Agreed. I agree. Kapanen's speed's also really nice. Ranch hand. Okay, I do like light beers, so I'll have to try it. I think Hyman will be okay. Hyman's going to play his game. I don't think he's worried about getting injured. Here's a shot towards Stuart Skinner and another save made. His 32nd save of the night, I think. My goodness. I'm not a big fan of Janmark. But if Janmark scores a hat trick this season, I'll be buying a Janmark jersey. That is my promise this season. Last year, it was a Connor Brown hat trick. I'd buy a jersey. This year, it's Janmark. Play in front to Stankoven, checked off the puck to Adam Henrique. Henrique skates it out of trouble, and he'll dump and chase. Love dump and chase hockey, Chris Knobloch. So exciting. Here's Janmark. Loses the puck. Hurricanes trying to get it up. And out of the zone, they do. Here comes Ehlers. Ehlers steps in across the ice off of Henrique's stick. Good defensive play. Wallman throws a hit on Stankoven. Henrique supports down low. Darnell Nurse plays it back to Henrique. Henrique trying to find Wallman. Puck is sent back behind the Oilers' net. Henrique to Nurse. Around back to Wallman. A lot of back and forth puck action here. Oilers unable to get a breakout. And the Hurricanes are making it a little hard for the Oilers to break out. I might be able to buy it. Here's a play at the Carolina blue line. That's not offside. Carolina trying to get it into the Oilers zone. Puck bouncing around, sent in by Martinook. Leon Draisaitl is going to grab the puck from Stuart Skinner. 7:40 to play here in the third. Puck deflected by Hyman. The Oilers have loaded their top line. Puck around the boards, kept in by Draisaitl, finds McDavid. McDavid on his backhand to Ekholm. Ekholm towards the Carolina net, out of the reach of McDavid or Hyman. Here's McDavid. Puck is behind Anderson. It's in the blue paint. They can't come up with it, and Carolina's going to send this down the ice. Oh, my God. McDavid had a glorious opportunity for the hat trick. Draisaitl plays it back up now. Comes to Bouchard. Bouchard towards the net, and that's going to be picked off by Gostisbehere. Here come the Hurricanes. What a chance for the Oilers. Here's Aho across. One-time attempt by Jarvis doesn't make it to the net. Ekholm up the boards. That's going to get out of trouble, and it's not going to be icing. Jeez Louise. That puck was sitting in the blue paint for a few seconds. The Hurricanes were able to clear it out of trouble. Here's Jack Roslovic, spins away from a check across to Nurse. Nurse to Noah Philp. Off of it. No, that's going to be icing on the Oilers. That went over the stick of Philp. An icing from Darnell Nurse with 6:26 to play. Uh-oh. Man, what a chance. Good clear by Carolina, though. The Oilers just couldn't grab that, and Freddie Anderson had no idea where that puck was. If he had spun in the other direction, that puck's going off his pad and in, but that's crazy, man. Off the draw, puck is sent back down the ice by the Oilers. And another icing on Edmonton. Hey, what's up, Magic Meat Bag? Maybe for a year, but dang, I want to buy a pack. I love that. I'm excited. I'm excited to buy one. Offensive zone face-off for the Hurricanes here. 3-3 game. Carolina out shooting the Oilers 35-19. Here's Hall. Plays it to the blue line. Puck sent towards the Oilers' goal. That goes wide. Here's Jankowski. Jankowski against Kulak to Robinson. Robinson to the point. That puck does come out. That should be offside, and they will call it. Yes, 6:04 to play here. No, of course not. Of course not, Ryan. Stuart Skinner's played a stellar game tonight for Edmonton, in my opinion. He's been stellar. I need to give Knobloch his secret book back. No. Knobloch has to change his tactics now that we all know what his tactics are. Now he has to change them. Puck sent up to Matthew Savoie. Savoie along the half wall. Gives it to Adam Henrique. Why is Savoie with Henrique and Mangiapane, man? That's not fair to Savoie. Savoie with a shot towards the goal, and that almost got tipped in by Henrique, just as I say that. And here come the Hurricanes. They're going to get this out of trouble here. Spun away by Ehlers. Now he'll skate it forward. Ehlers up the boards. Sent in deep by the Hurricanes. Ehlers trying to get the cycle going. Stolen by Adam Henrique. Good defensive play by Adam Henrique there. Here comes Darnell Nurse. He'll skate it with speed off the glass, deep. Zach Hyman chases after it. Hyman throws a check. Draisaitl comes up with the puck, sends it back to the blue line, and here's Ekholm, and they're going to say that came out. They're going to say that did not stay in, and that's going to be offside on the Oilers. Have I ever seen a Canmore Eagles game? I have not. I have not gone to a Canmore Eagles game. Maybe that's why Savoie was put there. I mean, Skinner's made the saves tonight when we've needed them. The team has not played very good in front of Stu tonight, and I'm very hard on Stu 99% of the time. Hey, sounds good, Mango. Sounds good. Yeah, well, they started play. They loaded up. They loaded up McDavid and Draisaitl. So, bit of a line blender here, of course, like usual. Why would we bring Picks in? Pickard is awful this season. He's actually statistically the worst goalie in the entire NHL. I'm with you, man. I don't have many friends where I live either. Take a drink every time Knob blends the lines. Well, alcohol poisoning. Sorry. I agree. I don't think Pickard should start another game for Edmonton. Well, I do remember that, yes, but that was last year. I'm starting a riot. Don't do that. I appreciate that, Summoner. I appreciate that. 5:08 to go. Draisaitl with McDavid and Hyman. Draisaitl wins the faceoff. Matthias Ekholm now. Sends it to Bouchard. Up the boards, out of the reach of McDavid. Trying to get the puck into the Hurricane zone. Svechnikov will kind of get that out of trouble. Carolina walks it in. Played in front of Svechnikov, and that is in the feet of Skinner. The pad. It went under the pad of Stu, but he keeps it out. Oh, my goodness. Carolina with a great opportunity there. I agree, Laser. Man, what a save by Stuart Skinner. Big save from Stu. We're getting Dark Stu tonight, which is great for the team. Not great that the team in front of him only has 19 shots, and the Hurricanes have 36, but Curtis Lazar, defensive zone draw. He's just going to sit on the puck. Bouchard plays it forward, not out. Here's Adam Henrique, though. He'll play it up to Jack Rozovic. Rozovic can't get the puck into the Hurricane zone. It's stolen. Here come the Hurricanes. Martinook sends it in around the board. Stall against Nurse. Wallman to Podkolzin. Podkolzin takes a hard hit. In Carolina, they're going to dump and chase again. Oh, man. Hurricanes grab it. Shot towards the goal. That's blocked in front. Here's another shot by the Hurricanes, and it's blocked by Darnell Nurse again. Here's Rozovic for the Oilers. He'll play it to Nurse. Oilers playing dangerous hockey here. Dangerous, dangerous hockey. Here's a high flip to the neutral zone. It's going to be sent in, not deep. Kulak plays it up to Podkolzin. Podkolzin bobbles it for a moment. 3:47 left here in the third. Here come the Hurricanes. Ehlers with a nice move. Here comes Ehlers against Kulak. He centers it to Stankoven. Can't come up with it. And the Oilers are just going to put it off the glass and down the ice. Here come the Hurricanes now. They'll send it in. Hard around. Ehlers doesn't come up with it. Regula plays it back to Kulak. Up the middle. Down on Anderson. Anderson will play it up the left boards. Carolina will enter the Oilers zone. Here's Stankoven to Blake. Blake trying to find a pass across the ice. Puck bouncing around, and Connor McDavid will come up with it. Here's McDavid 3-on-2 with Hyman and Draisaitl. Here's Mangiapane to Hyman with a shot, and that's stopped by Anderson. Good stop. Rebound in front. It's Mangiapane out there with McDavid, not Draisaitl. My apologies. Here's Svechnikov. Good look for the Oilers. Svechnikov for Carolina will just send it in. Stuart Skinner leaves it for Ekholm. Hey, what's going on, Aninga? How are you? Here comes Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton. Draisaitl. Oilers don't get it in deep. Puck's going to be picked up by McDavid, though. Here's McDavid to Bouchard. Can't get a shot off. Leaves it for Hyman. Hyman around. Along the half wall. Draisaitl leaves it for Ekholm. Towards the net. It's in front. It's loose. There was a loose puck for a moment for Hyman, but he couldn't get his stick on it, and Carolina's going to send it up into the neutral zone. Here's McDavid now. Once again for the Oilers. Has that puck stolen. And a giveaway by Aho. Here's Wallman. Puck around the boards. Oh, out of the reach of Wallman. That's a horrible giveaway. Wallman couldn't come up with it. Here's a shot towards Stuart Skinner. Goes wide. Puck bouncing, and that goes high and out of play. All right, 1:50 to go here in the third. He's hunched over while skating. It's just his skating style. $150 to play here in the third. Off the face-off. Oilers win it. Comes in front to Stahl with a shot. He can't quite get the puck on net, and it'll be sent down to the Hurricane zone. Here's Edmonton now. Podkolzin, he's going to step in. Drops it for Rozovic. Down low to Podkolzin. Around the boards to Wallman. Wallman on his backhand. Oilers keep the cycle alive. Here's a play in front that's stolen by the Hurricanes. Here comes Carolina now. Carrier, sorry. That is out of play off of a stick into the Oilers bench. McAvoy with a broken nose. Ooh, that's a tough one. Tough one for McAvoy. That's unfortunate. All right, folks, smash the like button. We need an Oilers win here. Let's will this team to a victory. Face off at center ice. McDavid against Aho. Shots are 36-22 for Carolina. It's been a fairly entertaining game here. A bit more entertaining than most Oilers games are, so. Puck sent on Anderson. Hyman forechecks. Hyman along the boards. Carolina trying to get the puck up. And the puck is still being battled for. Draisaitl with it, and he puts it off of the shoulder of Anderson. Trying to put it short side in Carolina. They'll just send it down the ice. Here's Seth Jarvis. Sent deep into the Oilers zone. Evan Bouchard looking to make a play through the neutral zone. Gostisbehere Gives it to Jarvis. Jarvis drops it to Svechnikov, and that's stolen, and here come the Oilers. Here's Matthias Janmark. He'll walk into the Hurricane zone. Janmark trying to get around a check. Oh, Janmark. I wish it was anyone other than Janmark who had that puck. Does a good job, though. Finds the puck, gives it back to Draisaitl. Here's Nurse. Sends it in deep. Freddie Anderson leaves it for Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere to Ehlers. Ehlers across into the middle. Puck sent in by Stankoven against Kulak. Kulak will protect. And this game is going to go to overtime, folks. We have another overtime game here in Oil Country. Another overtime. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Draisaitl almost won the game there. That would have been crazy. The Oilers continue to find ways to get points. A lot of overtime games, at least it's not a regulation loss or anything. But we'll take the OT. Stuart Skinner, he has absolutely given this team a chance to win. Let's see if the team can do it. OT prediction. OT goal prediction. Connor, Leon, Roslovic, other. Got the poll up, folks. Hit the like button. Let's try and hit 200 likes on the live stream, all right? Let's get 200 likes on the live stream. We got the poll up. Make sure you vote for your OT prediction, your OT winner. I'm personally going, I'm going Leon here. I'm picking Leon. Hyman in front? Okay, I like that. Savoie one-timer, okay. Sorry, thought I heard something. I'm hearing things. Ehlers is getting it. Okay. Going with Draisaitl. Roslovic staying hot. I like it. I don't think Lazar is going to get a shift here in overtime. Not going to lie. I don't think Lazar is getting a shift. All right. Overtime has started, folks. Evan Bouchard behind his goal. Oilers with possession. 3-on-3, folks. Here's Connor McDavid. He'll skate it forward with speed. McDavid walks into the Carolina zone. Drops it for Draisaitl. With a shot, he scores! Leon Draisaitl with the overtime winner for the Oilers. They go into Carolina. They steal one. Stuart Skinner with a great game. Draisaitl with the OT winner. That is how you end a hockey game. First shot of the OT, it was Leon Draisaitl. I said Leon before OT started. Dark Stew, folks. Nice job by Connor McDavid. He brought the puck into the Hurricane zone, dropped it for Leon. Bit of a screen, shoots it through the legs of Gostisbehere. Nice shot by Leon Draisaitl as the Oilers win 4-3. Let's go. Play La Bamba. We get the victory chain, the broken victory chain, of course. But we have a victory chain. Nonetheless, they don't ask how, they ask how many. The Oilers with a 2-0 lead, a 3-2 lead, and then they win the game in overtime. Keep predicting losses. Thank you. Okay, sounds good. Finally won a 4-3 OT game, though. Yes, we did. Let's go. I appreciate it. Smash the like button on your way out, all right? I'm going to record the post-game fan reaction. And then, yeah. Fan reaction on the way, folks. Fan reaction on the way. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. We did hit 8,000 subscribers the other day, so that is very exciting. Hit the like button on your way out. Thank you all for tuning in. That was the first live stream I've done in quite some time, so I don't have much of a voice. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Everyone that donated through Super Chats, gifted memberships. We had a whole bunch today. Nerder, I totally missed your super chat. Thank you. Thank you for the 8K. Or thank you for the $11.99. He said congrats on the 8K. We had $19.99. David Reynolds with 5 gifted. Everett 5 gifted. I did 5 gifted. Everett with a couple more. Nerder with another $11.99. 2 goals for Carolina. 2 of them didn't mean to go into the net with the goalie. $13.99 from Withers. I appreciate that, Jefferson. $1.99 super chat. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, seriously. Means the world. Means the world, folks. You are all the best fans on the planet, all right? I don't know when my next live stream is going to be, but as per usual, daily Oilers content here on the Austin Hockey YouTube channel. Post-game reactions, pre-game reports, day after discussions. Cody with the $6.99, another super chat for the win. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are all the best. Stuart Skinner stole one. I think it's people who are tuning into the stream. They can get them. Hold on. Who do the Oilers play? They play Buffalo, Washington, Tampa, then Florida. I will for sure do a live stream for the Florida game next Saturday. I will for sure have a live stream for that Florida game next Saturday. The Stanley Cup Final rematch, of course. Play La Bamba. We got the victory chain on. Hit the like button on your way out. Almost at 200 likes. If we could try and hit 200 likes, that'd be great. I'll have the post-game fan reaction up within an hour or so. Keep an eye out for that. And then, I may do one before that, Everett. Might do one before that. I'm just saying I'll for sure have a live stream for the game against Florida next Saturday. It's in Florida. Edmonton is in Florida next Saturday. This technically is a Cup Final rematch from 2006. Yes, that's correct. All right, folks, take it easy. All right, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. They got to win. Maybe didn't deserve it, but they pulled one out. We'll take it. We take those. We don't ask how, we ask how many. Hey, sounds good, Withers. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. You don't have to donate ever, but I do really appreciate it. See you soon, folks. Peace. Peace and love, as always. Thank you.